We start off by seeing a scene, a large outcropping of a structure on top of a mountain cliff that has fallen away. These pillars of stone connected with zigzagging pathways, pipes running in multiple directions like a spiderweb connecting these pillars of stone. We see a large refinery on top of one of these pillars, smoke billowing out of it, giving it a smoke screen, hiding it from the view of anyone that might be overhead. And as the camera zooms in and enters into the factory, we can see that it's actually not active. The machines aren't moving, the paths are decayed, the walls are corroded, and the all the machinery is unfunctional. And yet, in the far back of the chamber, we see that the furnaces are lit, used as a source of heat for a shivering figure. And as the camera draws closer, they stop with their shivering, turn and glance, as if able to notice the camera outside of this plane of existence, and the figure narrows its eyes. And then we return to the LMS Explorer, the large ship that is up in the sky. After the recent dealings with the sedition below decks and the removal of the warp entity that was embedded into the bowels of the ship, there is much needed repairs that needs to happen. And so you are headed to a planetoid called Nimbus. Nimbus is not very well known for much of anything. It is a feudal world that's mostly used for mineral deposits. It was a planet that was known for agriculture and beautiful terraforming grasslands and whatnot, but this planet has been stripped of all of its resources and most everything to the point where we're digging into the rocky outcroppings, uh, carving out trenches like scars being torn asunder into this planet. The higher ups, the wealthy individuals that live on this town live in a sort of secluded society that's separate from the normal toil of the everyman. But the planetoid has been sundered to the point where it doesn't have a natural atmosphere and requires this massive satellite that encompasses it, covering it with natural uh, resources that it wouldn't have regularly, creating an artificial weather system in order to, maintain the system that's happening here. But you guys are actually coming down to land on top of a kind of barren section uh, in this sort of plaza kind of area. It's unfortunately the ship is so large that it basically crushes the mountain ranges and the general landscape, because these things are really not designed to land on planets. They're used to, you know, they're not used to doing this kind of repairs as well, nothing this big. So they usually dock at stations, or, you have frigates and Arvis lighters that transport goods and materials back and forth out of the atmosphere. But this is probably the first time that this ship has actually landed on a planet. And this planetoid is not, situated for welcoming such a large vessel. Um, but it does come into it, there's basically nothing of importance basically on this planetoid, so they just kind of come in and crush into the landscape. um what are you guys doing in sort of preparation for the mission that you're about to embark on? The situation is that some of the higher ups are going to go meet with some of the the general contractors that are sort of in charge of the meals and the crew members, and you guys are to kind of accompany uh, a group that is going to meet up with some of the wealthier families to ask for permission to utilize their resources, basically. So you guys are just kind of like extra security on this mission. But what would you guys like to do in preparation for this event?
How much time has there been since our previous mission?
I would say a few days.
All right.
So you
I
guys have
did the
not
one
used
thing that
any
all
FTL
guardsmen.
travel.
I did the one thing all guardsmen should do when they have free time. Got hammered.
Warhammer.
Restart the session. You just blackout Zunk, and we have to kill you.
No, I'm ready.
Okay.
He's still somehow blacked out though. He's just
No.
completely ready to fight.
Hand on shoulder, gun to chin. No.
Whose chin?
Psychic powers to your brain.
His.
I'm in my room. Leave me alone.
Talking about you in real life.
Yep,
Putting
a
my
gun comes out of
in-game
my
gun
phone.
to your real world chin.
Joke's on you. I got guns too. This doesn't impress me.
I'm
Got-
from Texas.
Guys, it hasn't been 10 minutes. We can't talk about actually shooting each other in
Please.
real life.
Yeah, we gotta
I'm
get past
also
the 10-minute mark for the
I got
YouTube
guns.
video.
Alright, sorry.
In Rock and
In
Stone.
Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
No, you get drunk in Rock and Stone and you put a gun to him in Rock and Stone.
What the hell's Rock and Stone?
He doesn't know. You don't kill him. And I'm kidding. I'm
Oh
sorry.
wait a minute. Is it the game
In
about those
Minecraft, in
little
Minecraft.
dwarves?
Is it not called Rock and Stone?
The game itself is not called Rock and Stone.
Oh, Deep Rock Galactic. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
about the dwarves, right? And they gotta fight
Yeah.
spiders.
Yeah, Dirge.
Yeah.
DRG.
I played that like 5
They're
times.
not
and then
spiders.
stopped.
I
look
am
like
afraid
fucking
of
spiders.
bugs. I'm afraid of those, but I'm not afraid of
They look like
spiders.
Tyranids.
They look like something that's
They're creepy crawlies. Moving
not
on.
enough a
But yeah,
spider.
I call them Tim.
I'm more or less kind of a.
Well, I
third
call that
party
one
in a
Tim. I
way.
call that one Tam. I call this one Tammy. I call that
He just
one Tom.
names every single
This one's
spider he
Tim.
sees.
Since I'm more or less a third party in a way, I'm more or less kind of observing to make sure that
Okay.
everything is up to code in the way that they do and stuff.
Okay.
Daniel spent the entire flight or travel here basically clearing his head of any excess psychic energy so he could try to like make sure the demons aren't going after him right now.
Give me a Cynician's chest.
Because Daniel is increasingly paranoid.
Me when I have 2 noids.
Perish.
Sparrow, here, take this point. Guys, don't tell him it's poisoned. Anyway.
Poison point like Pokemon.
Guys, don't tell him Sparrow currently listening.
Oh, thanks for this poison. I'll make sure to use it on you guys later.
Yeah, no problem. It's actually for you to eat right now.
How'd the
You
roll
should
go?
eat it right now.
Your life is literally
Go
as
eat it
meaningful as
now.
a summer ant.
Why the fuck am I rolling d20s? I just realized we do d6s. I'm an idiot.
Yep.
Yes.
I got 5
Every
5s and a
single
6.
person agreed.
The fourth one is a 1.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So 7 passes and a 1, which means I complicate.
Oh, your first one's a complication? Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You do not detect any lingering effects of the warp on this ship. I think you might be able to tell that like the warp engine is not exactly damaged, but not running at like peak efficiency. And there also might be a little scared to like go into the warp after this. You think that the ship has this reputation in the warp now, but there isn't any sort of lingering effects. There's no eyes on you guys. You think you're safe and good to go. How do you complicate? Do you like get a headache, or do you draw the attention of somebody, or make a mess?
I'm
Or...
imagining because I'm like making sure there's nothing here. Maybe the demon that was once here like spots me again.
Nah,
No.
I have a good one, Hunter. I have a good one.
All right, let's Panda, go ahead. Take the
You're
wheel.
aware that nothing is here. However, you had a single intrusive thought during the process, and now you genuinely think there is something here, even though
So
there
now I'm
isn't.
just increasingly even more paranoid.
No, because you got so many successes, you're confident that there's nothing going on.
Except to the back of his mind.
The chicken man noticed you.
Isn't that just chaos itself? It's just always in the back of everyone's mind.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Just trying
I'm
to
going to
tell you
say that maybe you lost your seal. So you are no longer marked as a sanctioned psyker. You look around and you just can't find it, and you're like, oh no, did I lose this like in the events? Did I lose it recently? You just don't know where it is. So you're gonna have
Great,
to
I'm
go.
gonna get fucking arrested again and then turned into a lobotomite.
Yeah, so you know that you're about to go planetside. You have been stationed to go planetside. Like the paperwork's all done, but you don't have your proper authentication. So
You
you need
escaped me. I'd rather have a demon side to corrupt me right now than that.
you have to go to the Warhammer DMV and get your license.
Exactly. You know how long that's gonna take? You know how many people live
Well,
on
you
this
better
planet?
get started then.
No.
Yeah,
Grabs
get there
my
before the
gun,
ship.
starts walking to the DMV.
I will say that you have 2 glory that you can
You
hold
get
on
in
to.
line behind the oldest man you have ever seen. He's like,
waiting
I've
for
been
his
here
boss
for
to
12 years.
I knew the emperor when he was a kid.
I
been
am the
waiting for his
emperor.
boss certificate.
I was born at the DMV.
I took my mom's place.
You think the DMV is your enemy? I
God
was
damn it.
born here, molded by it.
Here, can you hold my place in line? I need to pee. He takes one step off and then turns into dust.
The boss music
The
starts.
DMV was keeping him alive.
It's
Yeah, you open the door to the DMV and boss music starts playing.
Eugene, the DMV lord.
And
The
it's just
boss's
like
name is
Deacons
just
of the
Aaron.
Deep, except nobody's attacking you. You just have to wait in line.
It's a battle.
Mira's
of
gonna get that
efficiency.
reference,
I mean, that's basically just Deacons of the Deep in the first place.
basically.
Alright, yes, I'm gonna be waiting in line this whole time. I'll see you guys in that session.
So the seal, that's basically your paper, your passport,
Yeah, he needs to get his
Also,
your
passport.
license and registration.
Sparrow, did you forget that I played
I
Dark
can't
Souls?
do
my
anything
guy?
without the seal, so I'm
No,
stuck here.
I
Give me a
just
sec.
recently played Deacons of the Deep with Mira, so
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, fair.
I'm introducing her to proper cinema. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
speak is
Bert,
proper
you are aware that your psyker has not showed up to their station on time, and Boris, you are also aware of this as well because you know it's kind of your job to keep track of these kinds of things.
Yeah, I inform superiors, and then I just sigh, and I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. I guess we're gonna have to deal without that fucker. Secretly, just sitting here, like, yes. I don't have to deal with this psyker.
The The captain's like, we only have 3 psychers on this ship. We need them for this away mission. You better go get them.
All right.
Yeah, I imagine we know where his room is.
Out of curiosity,
What?
I have no idea what you said.
It's so muffled.
It just
out of
genuinely sounded like
fuck you, bullet.
you're a psyker. I'm a guardsman. We are naturally at odds.
I just realized Bolt Simpson.
Bert, not
But-
Bart. Bert.
I'm aware, but your name looks
Nerdy.
too similar.
You're gay.
How the fuck?
Daniel, take 1 point of psychic damage.
That's how it is.
But
Can
you
I
have
roll to
resistance, so you
negate
don't
it?
actually take any damage.
Oh, okay, thank fuck.
You have gay resistance.
Well, I'm still in the DMV line.
Okay.
He wore a condom for protection.
Boris and Bert, you wander around and eventually talk to enough people that you find out where Daniel Dark is and can see that he is in line to get stationed from one of the tech priests that is going to they're actually no, it wouldn't be a tech priest. It would be a there is a chronicler, excuse me, who is one of these priests. Her name is Messalina Prime, and she's sort of in charge of like keeping track of things. You guys probably would have a servo skull that goes around and like keeps track of your doings on the ship and whatnot. And they're actually sending one with you on this away mission as well. And so she would talk to you through that, and she'd be like, "Yes, Daniel Dog is here and is about to go under, certain paperwork." So that's how you find him, Bert. And then Boris, you've just got connections, so you find him here.
He has a connection to Bert, so Bert tells him.
Mhm. Yeah, actually, Boris's connection is Bert. So Boris is like, "Do you know where?" Bert gives Boris the order to like find Daniel, and then Boris is like, "All right, let me use my connections." Turns around, walks up to Bert. "Do you know where he is?" He's like, "Yeah, he's over here."
Who do I have connections to on this ship? Alright. The same guy who asked him to do the thing.
Mm.
Perfect.
Anywho,
Now
all
I'm
3 of you are
imagining
here.
Boris can get information from anyone, so long as he's just asked them a question 3 times.
You mean from Austin Powers?
Would Boris or
Yes,
Bert like to
exactly.
approach?
Thank you for getting that.
I'm sorry, what was that, Sparrow?
Would you guys like to approach Daniel in line?
Depends. How close can I get without being shot by the Astra Militarum? I don't know.
You can get as close as you want. You are Astra Militarum.
I know. That's why I'm very wary of being shot by them.
Yeah,
It
no,
comes with
he's
the
just waiting in
territory.
line. It's good. It's fine.
It's like, yeah, that's why I'm wary, Sparrow. It comes with the territory.
They
You guys
take
doing
line
anything?
cutting very seriously, Sparrow.
Yeah, I'll approach him though. You had several days to get this taken care of, and you decided to do it right as landfall is happening. Really?
I only lost my thing as we came here.
And how do you lose something so valuable?
I've never been used to having something like that.
God hates me.
Where did you last see it?
on my table in my bunk.
Out of character, is this something that if somebody else got a hold of, that they'd be able to use for?
No.
Okay.
It,
So it doesn't really
it
matter.
wasn't
No.
designed for the place. If you
And
took
this
it,
would be
you
like
could
one of
wear it.
those stamps that's like put onto his armor that like allows him to basically move around. It's not like a writ. It's not a piece of paper. Or, I mean, it is like a piece of paper, but it's like stamped onto him like a seal.
Gotcha.
Hey, teacher, can I go to the bathroom?
Yes.
No, you're
I'll
not
be back.
allowed.
You don't need to ask.
Okay. You guys move forward in line, and Miss Prine is there. And actually, do I have an image for her? Give me a second. Continue talking. Let me.
I don't know. Can you immediately piss himself?
Daniel looks over to both of you. I do apologize that I had to do it now, but I was unaware of the problem until now.
I see. How much longer do you think that you doing this paperwork will take?
I am unsure. I've never done this kind of paper before, besides for when I got
I don't have an image for
the,
her.
the original in the first place.
Okay. So you get up in line. And she says, "Do you have any proper or prior paperwork?" And I would like you to make a scholar check.
I got decent scholar. This shouldn't be that.
I hope you complicate.
Ah,
You're roboting.
I don't know what he's saying, but it
two
sounds
fives
bad.
and
So about that weather,
What were you saying,
Huh?
Hunter?
Daniel, is it dark up in that head?
Oh, he's still
No,
roboting.
no, you are. Yeah,
It
no,
is.
you're fucked, dog.
It is very bad.
I think I got that one. I think he said bullshit.
What did you say the person's name was that?
Messalina Prine.
Hey, Sparrow.
Yes.
Just because I think it's worth mentioning to you specifically. I just sent because Mira went to go use the bathroom. I just sent her the pissing all by yourself handsome meme.
Pissing all
I
by
came back at a
yourself,
very
handsome?
odd time.
Pissing all by yourself as.
Do I sound any better now?
Yes, much better.
Thank God.
No, I'm sorry. You sound like Banana Snake. I don't think there's anything that can be done for you.
I see. Anyways, 2 5s and a 6.
Okay, yeah, you've got the paperwork with you.
I just pull out the paperwork, put it down in front of them.
Okay.
That's right. I came with my homework. I was prepared.
Okay. She looks over it and looks at the paperwork and says, "All right. Can you give proof of your psychic mastery? Please give me a psychic mastery test."
Ooh, my favorite.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of
Nice.
candy. That is 7 passes. And the
Okay.
first one is a sit.
All right. So gain a point of wrath.
Another point for my wrath. Let's go.
Here, let me slap this up real quick. Where is it? There it is.
Daniel just like lifts up the papers with his telekinesis to show.
Okay. They actually like hook you up to a machine. And,
Oh no.
how many successes did you get?
7.
Okay. And you got a crit, right?
Yep. Got a crit.
She seems to be she gives like a as in she's impressed kind of thing. And then she says, "We're actually going to bump you up a rank from Theta to Eta."
Daniel, not understanding what that means, just gives a thumbs up.
Or rather, they're like raising you up a rank of like the power of Psyker.
Oh yeah.
So most people that have like barely any connection to the warp goes from Omicron to Z to Nu to Mu to Lambda and then Kappa. And then the ones that are usually like the sanctioned psychers that are actually used and whatnot are Iota, Theta, and Eta. And then like the really super strong ones are Zeta and Epsilon. And then the ones and it like keeps going up from there like significantly.
What rank is that one guy that you said makes me look like a baby?
He is Epsilon.
Damn, he is
So
quite a few ranks
he's a
above me.
tier above you and several ranks above you.
I'll get there eventually.
Yeah. So
If the warp doesn't consume you first.
Omnicrons are
Yeah,
like
no,
they
if the
can
wolf
they can
doesn't-
generate wisps. Iotas can generate like balls of fire, and then like Zeta can generate like beams of energy.
Daniel has proved his psychic mastery. Got a promotion. Does he like detach from the machine, or are they keeping me attached to this thing?
No, you're good.
Daniel stands back up or takes the thing off his head or whatever kind of machine it was.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you need?
She is writing out your writ, and then she takes a stamp seal and presses it to you, and it's like a whole. Again, this doesn't take like a few minutes. This is probably like almost an hour process, and she does like some chants and whatnot, and gets you.
Yeah, no, Daniel just stands there the entire time.
Yeah.
He's not even gonna be like, hurry up or side of rush.
Yeah. No, you're used to this. You've gone through this
Yeah.
before. All right. All right. Whatever that was, you guys move on. You guys are ushered over to this Arvis lighter, which is basically like a glorified minivan, where you guys are grouped up with a few other individuals, just some kind of like scribes and people that can't do combat. Basically, they're gonna do some talking and whatnot. But you guys are kind of like the security detachment that's going along with them. And you have a few minutes
These are
in the ride if you want to discuss with them. Unintelligible.
You know, he was only intelligible when he was hooked up to the machine. Maybe we should put him
No,
back on.
hook him back up.
God damn it!
Oh, we understood that.
Yeah.
Why is that understandable? What else I say is?
I don't know what your
You keep
internet
glitching
situation
out. I don't
is.
know what's happening. Yeah.
He's been corrupted.
It's corrupting my voice.
No. Stay with us, Daniel.
He's
I'm
got the
not even
taint
in
of the
this
warp.
story yet. Oh no.
All right. You guys are riding in the Arvis lighter, headed down to the planet. I mean, you guys are already the ship is already landed on the planet, but you guys are kind of going off to a subsection where there is like a landing path, and it is kind of a bit of a trek from the landing port where all
Daniel
the
Dark said, "Screw it, TTS bot."
All right, fair enough. The so you guys are gonna have to make a bit of a trek, because again, this place isn't really stationed for like, uh, you know, visitors really. This is like a manufacturing world, and again, the terrain is like changing pretty drastically. But are there any conversations that you guys get up to while you're in the Arvis lighter?
Not really, no.
Okay. You guys land on the planet. Let's see. This one. Okay.
Daniel
you-
just comments about how he has never been to any other planets.
Yeah. So this place is like a combination of like really rough landscape of like torn up dirt and rock and just rubble. And you don't really see any signs of like habitats or anything. You can see that there are like structures set up for like mining equipment, and there are entrenchments dug into the ground. It does look like, as you're heading down, that there is like this large stretch of pathway that is actually really high up off the ground that you think was probably at ground level at some point. But the ground has just been carved away to the point where this path is like up in the air, and there was like pillars installed underneath of it, but the spans between it just haven't been structured enough that it's actually starting to fall apart, and there's like pieces of it crumbling. So you'd imagine that at one point in time, probably when this place was far more utilitarian, that they had these pathways that connected between the different stations and whatnot. But now it's very bare bones. This planet has not been treated very carefully. And actually, as you're making your way down, actually, I don't think you guys would be able to see from. Does the Arvis Slider have any windows? Let me double check. No, it's basically just a dropship. The cockpit has windows, but
Daniel Dark said, "Not unless we open it up."
no. Okay. Well, then I will say that once you guys get down to ground level, I'll actually drop a couple pictures if you guys want. just kind of like give an example of what this terrain looks
Why
like.
not?
So where is brother? Okay. Here's like a better top-down view of kind of like where you guys are going into. And then this is you guys on the landing port. And you can see that you're kind of stationed near some sort of manufacturing station. It looks like there was a factory kind of here at some point, but it's been long since abandoned, and it's been kind of retaken by what limited nature has managed to survive up here. You think that this place has not been touched in such a long time, and that's why the natural landscape is able to have been recovered by the topography. There are these trees that kind of seem to almost grow straight up from the rock, and from them these kind of roots spread out and get covered with this sort of very thin grass and moss. Again, this ground isn't the
Daniel
nicest.
Dark said, this place could fall apart from a single bump.
Yeah, basically, you're actually kind of worried about like stepping onto the ground, if it might just kind of crumble inwards, or if there's any kind of the way of like you step on moss, you're not sure if it's going to be like super solid and then slippery, or if it's just going to be so loose that you're going to like step into it and like trip on it. So like you kind of have to walk very purposefully here, and you think
Can I
it'd be
use my shotgun as an ice poker?
Yeah, you can absolutely like test the ground in front of you. I just think that you guys wouldn't be like running through here, because any kind of like small shifts in the earth might cause like bigger rocks to move or something. And again, you're not concerned about rock slides necessarily, but just looking around, this looks pretty treacherous, uh, at least from a standpoint. Um, and the pilot is just like, so this seems to be the nearest drop off point, but it doesn't look like there's any pathways leading up to the estate. So not entirely sure what you guys are gonna be able to do, but this is as close as I can get you, unfortunately. You're gonna have to make your way up the mountain, it looks like, but you have your orders. And with that, the Arvis Lighter takes off and flies away. Does anyone have any questions or prepper reactions that you want to do? That's kind of it.
Daniel Dark said Daniel loads his shotgun.
Okay. You.
My guns are already loaded.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not prepared for an ambush the second that you landed? Fucking amateur.
And then you get ambushed, and they get a surprise round because you weren't expecting.
No, they don't.
All
I
right.
literally can't be surprised.
Really? Is that a thing you have?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I do.
Give me
actually
an
have
awareness check.
that. One quick second. I was still on Obrick's character sheet.
Mm.
Let me.
Yeah, don't use the orc character sheet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's just fast draw. I can draw my weapon as a free action or reaction in combat.
Okay.
So
you don't have like the alert feat. Okay.
yeah, I don't have alert, but if there is like a surprise round and I have that moment of reaction, I can immediately draw and fire.
Okay. Anywho, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we have to start climbing, right?
Yeah.
Then,
I mean, you don't even really know where the estate is, other than it's kind of like northeast of here, but there isn't like any specific pathway. So
yeah. Yeah, I'll just start climbing then.
okay. What are you climbing?
Well, they said we'd have to go up the mountain, so I figured we should probably go up a mountain to let us get a good sight line on
Okay.
stuff.
Utilizing this picture that I have presented for you, what kind of approach would you like to take to moving forward? Because it does seem like there is like this kind of mountainside that the whatever this building is has been constructed into. That looks pretty solid. You might also be able to try and attempt to get up onto the roadway. There are also some like smaller there's like trees and rocky outcroppings and stuff that you could attempt to climb, so there's a lot of
Yeah.
things you could climb here, so I'm trying to
Gotcha.
inquire. Like if you just want to get like a lay of the land, you could probably like the highest rocky point is like above the building, if you want to try and go up there or something.
Actually, I'd like to. I look to Boris. You're a sniper. Do you think you can get a good vantage of the land nearby, or are you not that good at climbing?
I don't have any climbing tools, but I can eventually make my way up.
All right. In that case, it's probably better we stick together. Potentially hostile territory and whatnot.
Daniel Dark said Daniel asks if he can be of some assistance.
How are you going to assist?
Is it possible?
Yeah, do we know his
Daniel-
specific powers? Oh, wait, no, we saw him yeet the Space Marine.
Yeah, you saw him yeet a space marine.
Yeah, well, that could be useful to get to the top of the mountain. That wouldn't exactly be safe for anyone aside from the Space Marine, and I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Also,
Space
is he
marines are
able
good
to-
at surviving
Place him.
impacts.
Is he able to move himself with it?
Probably
Because-
They
not.
can just place him.
Because then, yeah, he would be stuck down there.
I can throw or move.
Yeah, he's got telekinesis. He doesn't have like levitation.
Yeah, so he moves everybody, but then he's stuck down there.
Well, that's
Um,
when you use the claw shot or you lower a rope to him so that he can get up.
We're not playing peak right now,
Do we
Sparrow.
have rope?
I don't know. Do you have rope? Did you prepare?
don't.
Did you? I gave you plenty of options for you guys to prepare. I said that this is a terrible wasteland with a bunch of weird terrain.
So nobody brought rope.
Nobody brought rope, apparently.
Can I just say that I brought rope?
You can spend a glory to give yourself an item.
It's
Okay,
the
good
grunt's
to know.
job to bring
Daniel
all the
Dark said
random
everyone
jobs.
just hold hands so you count as one object.
No,
Oh,
no.
Let's see. How much
Also,
glory
there's
do
no
I don't
women
have any
here,
glory.
so these people aren't objects.
Oh.
All right, I'm sorry. I take that one back. I apologize.
please.
Group hug, guys.
Thank you.
Group hug, guys.
This is Warhammer. There are no group hugs here.
Oh,
There
for
is
yourself.
only
It's
it's too
war.
gay.
There's only war. Okay, all right.
Only war hugs.
Oh,
You know what? I
shit,
don't
it's
feel
the-
too bad about that joke I made.
Oh shit! It's gay.
You
All right,
should,
come
though.
on, guys.
I do.
If it's gay, come on, everybody get in. Come on.
Yeah. Gay, being
Alright,
gay
cool.
is cool. Didn't you know?
Yeah.
Gay hammer.
I like men and women.
Yeah.
All right. Utilizing the power of gay, you are able to summon a light, a rainbow that makes a bridge. No.
We walk the rainbow.
Daniel Dark, if you want to help telepathy someone up,
I was just gonna make a suggestion earlier before we got fucking sidetracked on this. You're a psyker. Can you attempt to like locate if there's sentient life somewhere nearby? Is that an option?
so there is
Daniel Dark said I can.
there is a very specific ability for this, and it's called Scryer's Gaze, that allows him to basically soul walk, and he can like shift out of his spirit and fly around and look at things. I don't know if you have that ability, but if you want to make just a general Cynician's check, you can gauge the surrounding area.
I will do that.
Okay. So yeah, I don't believe he has the Scryer's Gaze ability.
That sounds OP.
It's pretty cool. Hawkins has it. He's the navigator though, so he looks into the warp all the time and doesn't blink.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Snap
yeah.
it to a Slim Jim.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Daniel
Hulk
Dark
Hogan
said
and
7
Luigi.
passes first is a 6.
All right, you gain a point of wrath. I will say that you don't detect any living creatures around. You do detect that there is like movement underneath the ground. You think that it might be like maybe some miners very low in the ground. You think you detect some like roboticized individuals, maybe some servitors or something, that are just kind of, wandering aimlessly inside of the building. That's kind of as best as you can get from the surrounding area. There are some birds that are like flying overhead, but that's about it. I will let you have 2 shifts. If you want to, and this is basically everything that you see in this image. So for like the surrounding 3 miles, you don't detect any life. But you have 2 shifts if you want to bank them as glory or ask some questions. That's a lot of successes. I was not expecting that.
Daniel Dark said I got a question.
Don't say you have a question, just ask the damn question. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. When people are like, hey, can I ask a question? I'm like, yes, you just did.
You just
Moving
did.
What kind of birds are
Can I-
those?
on.
Sparrows.
They're Aarakocra.
Hey, can I ask 3 questions?
Sure. But
The genie slaps you.
No, I don't actually
I
have
will
a question.
bank the
I'm just like,
second
that's
question.
all right, cool.
That's my way around it.
The birds are not native to this planet. I'll give you that. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm looking at this picture and trying to figure out the best route for climbing.
I would like to.
Daniel Dark said Daniel shares all the information he got.
All right. Daniel Dark
would
says
like-
there's nobody alive nearby. Those birds aren't from this planet. That's all I know.
I would like to Vox down to, or Vox up to command on the ship and ask if we have any type of mapping of this planet at all.
A very limited. I mean, it's the information that you already have, that the estate is northeast of here, is in a higher terrain than where you currently are. You're kind of in a lowlands section that basically had some major terraforming, and then they abandoned it because apparently there just wasn't enough minerals in here, and the rock wasn't worth, excavating to make for farmland. So it just
Yeah.
kind of got stuck in the middle and abandoned. But yes, they let you know that
Gotcha.
there is like a mining facility nearby that might have some tools and equipment that you might be able to scavenge.
Gotcha.
This is kind of bare bones, and so the options are open to you on how you want to progress through here. But you don't think that any sort of vehicle would be able to make its way through this terrain safely, which is why you are on foot.
Gotcha. Well, you said that the area was southwest, yeah?
Northeast.
Northeast, exact opposite.
The
okay?
exact opposite.
I'm sorry, you were saying a lot of things. I'm like trying to remember that one
I did
bit.
say a
I
lot
got-
of things.
I'm sorry.
Daniel
I
Dark
I might have said that
Daniel
you
starts
were
walking
southwest of the location. So,
maybe I don't know.
all right. Daniel, give me a survival check. I'll give you an extra dice because you said that you're poking the ground in front of you. Does that answer your question, Bandit, or did you have something else you were?
No, I just the knowing where the civilization is and knowing all the other stuff northeast and that there's some salvageable stuff nearby. That's plenty, realistically.
You've got like 2 scribes with you and 1 diplomat. So you've got like a group of 8 people with you, right?
Gotcha.
Daniel Dark sent an image file and said that's other 7 passes.
Okay. Also, if you're just gonna use Google, why not use the dice bot in here? That way I can actually see and I can help you and I can tell you.
It hates me.
So that's 8.
Alright, use the dice bot. From now on, I'm enforcing you. I allow people to use physical dice, but you are having to type. So use the dice rolling bot. It's no different. It doesn't hate you. It's not live. It's not sentient. Your negative aura is affecting it. Okay, yes, you're good. You're able to kind of plot out a path. Where are you going exactly? Just northeast? I would say that directly northeast of here is like over to the building, where you can see that there is some pathways there that you can traverse easier. And actually, I'll just straight up say that you find a path to there with that.
Daniel Dark said Daniel is just scouting ahead to help them.
I will say that you have 1 shift, and if you want to use that shift to make it like a very clear, deliberate, and safe path, you can do that.
I will.
Okay. And I think with that, I'll go ahead and drop. Again, it's kind of hard to get images for this, but I'll go ahead and drop this one. Now that you guys are a little bit closer, it's just kind of another angle. Once you're here, you can kind of see that there's like some symbolism, and it looks like there's a lot of destruction here that you think is a little bit more than just decay. But you can read and it's actually not low Gothic that's written here; it's high Gothic. Letting you know that this is like a very top tier research station. It's basically like written in cursive kind of thing instead of standard English. But it marks it as the Paradox Research Station. So you don't think that this was in fact a mining facility, but was instead something else. Does anybody want to investigate the area, or are you just guys moving on? But now that
Paradox
you're
research station, is this info that everyone would have? Just
yes,
to
this
clarify?
is like written on the door, and like there are like straight up markings that like dictate that this is Paradox Research Station.
Okay, so yeah, I vox in about this being here, and then I say I'd be happy to investigate when we have like an actual strike team. But otherwise I am not going in there. Um,
Um, I think I'm trying to think of who this would be. Actually, no. You wouldn't be talking to the servo skull of Miss Lena Prime. You'd be using the actual Vox unit that
yes,
the yeah. So
that's
that's
strapped to
that's
the
getting
space
straight
marine.
up to the bridge. Um,
Yup.
so yeah, the captain basically, or you're not talking to the captain, but you're talking to another guy that's like, so it seems like the captain wants you to complete your mission. That is the top priority. Um, if you think that this place is of dangerous and note, please mark it and investigate if necessary. But you have your orders and needs to be done by the end of the day. Um,
Yup.
I will
Listen.
say that doing a quick research, this is not marked on the map.
Daniel Dark said takes a mental screenshot.
I take a literal screenshot with my eye.
Ah, okay.
I can take up to an hour of video and take pictures. So I take a picture of where the ship is
All
in
right, you
regards to
spend an
its.
hour here doing a
No, no,
panorama.
not literally. I don't have to do an hour. I can take up to an hour.
Takes an hour to take a single picture.
You make an entire VR level using your eye.
No.
Okay.
No. No. Bad bird. Bad.
All right.
Bad.
You take some
Acid spray
screenshots.
bottle. Um.
Does anyone want to
But
give
yeah. No.
me awareness or investigation or
Um.
something? Just
In
for glancing
regard.
around. You don't have to.
Okay. I'll give an awareness for glancing around.
Okay.
Not my. I'm not good at awareness, mind you. I am a guardsman. My job is not to notice shit, it's to kill shit in most cases.
Mm.
Not seeing heretical shit is often the best way to not go insane. That is 4 successes.
Okay. From the destruction that you have seen here, once again, you don't think that this is just from natural decay. It does look like this destruction might be intentional, but you're not sure if it was like an attack or, if it was like a wild animal or something. I will say that with one success, you could ask something specific about the doors, the vents, the the battery system, or the the control tower that has been snapped off.
Hmm. So, you said
Also,
first and
if you
foremost,
see
this looks
anything
like,
just in the image, you can just ask questions about that.
fair. You said that it's, like, that it looked like man-made damage for the most part, right?
I would not say that it's man-made damage, but you can tell that it is intentional destruction. So you
Gotcha.
don't know if this was a deliberate attack or if it was like an animal or something. But like
Gotcha.
something intelligent did not like this and caused damage to it.
Gotcha. I'd like to ask about the batteries.
Okay. It does look like the batteries have been jostled out of their slots, but not intentionally destroyed, leading you to believe that this was not a smart or intelligent like attack. So you don't think that this was humans or any other intelligent species. You think that
Yep.
this was some creature that was just intelligent enough to be like, sparky things make power, so like it got rammed into and they're jostled out of their slot. And you think that if you were to take some time and actually work on it, you might even be able to repair some of them or at least get them back into slot and might be able to power up some basic systems here.
Gotcha. You wanna know something dumb, Sparrow?
Yes, sir.
That was my gut instinct, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. And then you started saying that, and I was like, now I don't trust it.
Okay.
That's it. That's all. I just find that mildly funny that I was like, yeah, no, that's exactly what I thought.
So
Wait a fucking second.
I'm gonna still let you have your question because again, anything in this image that you can straight up see that you want to ask a question about, you can just do with your just straight up eyes. So I'll let you have like an investigation question of like trying to figure out how to do a something or like ask a. So if you want to try and figure out like
What's causing the fire in the background?
It looks like there is actually some sort of fuel that is leaking out of a pipe that is constantly burning.
Okay, that
Daniel
There's that.
Dark said, "Who's that little miner guy?"
There are a couple servitors that are, I think like one of them's actually kind of like stuck in the mire that is like barely moving, and then there is one that is probably damaged to the point where it's just kind of leaning up against the wall.
Can I help it out?
Like pull it out of the ground or try to repair it. Like what do you mean by help it out? You still have your
Pull
investigation
it out the
panda, by the way.
ground.
Like if you want to ask what kind of fuel source it was or like what kind of power are in these batteries, that would be your like investigative question. Or you can bank it as a glory if you want. But like anyone, feel free to just ask questions.
Whoever it was able to bust through those bar things on
Yes, as you look at that, you can tell that this was a break out, not a break in.
that. Yeah, I kind of want to see if I can guesstimate how long ago.
Give me maybe survival or scholar or maybe just investigation. Daniel, how are you pulling it out? Using your athletics or your psychic mastery?
Daniel Dark said psychic.
Okay. Please roll in the dice channel !R space how many numbers d6.
4 successes. The first one was a 6.
Okay.
It was scholar, by the way.
So take a point of wrath, Daniel. As you lift up the servitor, and you actually pull it apart as it just you lift it up from the ground with like a little sledge, and it just slowly starts falling to pieces until it's almost completely dismantled.
Unfortunate.
I will say that you do manage to grab like the upper torso and the head, maybe, but it is now no longer functioning. So Boris, you got 4 success. What are you doing again? You're trying to figure out what's.
Yeah, I'm more or less trying to guesstimate how long ago because
Okay, how
since there's
long?
still like
You're not trying to guess
fire.
what kind of creature.
Nah, because I would have to do a bit more in depth.
I will say that
investigation
you
to find
can see
context
some
clues
like
from.
dried blood, but it's like it hasn't eroded. So you think that this was probably somewhere around like 100 to like 50 years ago or something. Like not too recent, but also not too ancient either.
Gotcha.
Anything else you guys doing?
Daniel Dark said, "Well, with this out the way, we should continue on our mission."
Yup, there's no need for us to actively explore this right now.
Okay.
We can investigate this place at a later time.
Yep.
Give me a moment to roll something. All right. You guys decide to
Daniel
move
goes
on.
on ahead once more to scout.
Where are you scouting in front? Are you trying to climb the mountain? Are you trying to walk around the mountain?
Walk around.
Okay. You go back out onto the soft earth, the kind of loamy ground that seems pretty soft. Give me a survival check.
Uh-oh.
All right. One, two, three successes. I'll say that you start to get around you get back onto the ground, and it's pretty slow going, um, and I think the rest of the scribes are like, this is we don't have trudging boots. So you think that you guys are going to have pretty slow progress going forward. Is anyone else attempting to do anything, or are you guys just following Hunter?
Probably just following
Okay.
Hunter.
It takes you about 2 hours to trudge up this place, and you guys can kind of see it once you start to make your way around this.
Daniel Dark said better slow and safe rather than fast and dangerous.
Yeah. You don't hear any like rustle in the thickets nearby or anything. There is some like kind of wind that comes through and maybe knocks a couple rocks loose or something. Nothing too treacherous making through here, but it is slow going. There's not really any good paths or anything. But eventually and you can see the estate off in the distance, and it almost kind of looks like have you seen like Emperor's New Groove, where he's got like his castle like on the top
I
of the hill?
have.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. It looks like everything around it has just been
Great
like
movie.
scraped away to be utilized. But you can see that it's kind of like this big white building that's kind of got a dome on top. All right, I'm just describing the White House. It kind of looks like the White House, but there's also these like hedges on the outside, like this big beautiful garden. And actually waiting for you outside, there is a figure that is like covered with this big beautiful cloak that looks as expensive as everybody's attire. This figure is like spotless, and they're standing there very very politely, and I forgot the word.
Daniel Dark said Daniel nods his head at them.
How do you respond, Mirabelle?
I would like to nod my head in response, and I'm going to start walking down the steps to meet them. Maybe not halfway, but they're coming closer to me, and I'm graciously meeting them.
I think there's like a spot where the steps kind of have like eroded away, so you probably like stop right there before I there's not like a specific boundary to the grounds or whatnot, but there is kind of like a section where the decay and the erosion is like starting to encroach on this place, and you can very easily get a sense that these people are basically too rich to care, is kind of the impression that you're getting. They really don't care about the environment or the world around them, and they probably spent so much money to basically keep their house exactly as it's been for centuries.
Daniel Dark said Daniel stands aside to allow for the negotiation party to take the lead.
Okay. These people in robes kind of come up and state their business, like, yes, we're here to see the family. And I think like one of them kind of steps forward, like unsure if they should shake your hand, because I don't think they know if you're like the ambassador or like some important, or if you're just a servant, because you're so
I
dressed.
gesture for the ambassador to come forward.
Am I the ambassador? Who's the
No,
ambassador?
like the scribe
ambassador-
has stepped forward. Like
Oh, okay. So
the
that's
ambassador
part of your
has
guys'
stepped forward.
party?
Yep, no,
Y-
we have an NPC for that.
Yes,
Okay.
it's an NPC. So they're wearing robes, but you are more finely dressed than anybody else here. So they're trying to figure out if you're just a servant or if you are like the important person. So they're like trying to offer a hand to like shake or something. How do you respond?
I'm not gonna shake their hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of stand there with my hands like out in front, but like, kind of politely.
Mhm.
I acknowledge that they want to shake my hand, but I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
And I'm going to instead ask them, maybe not ask them, but like, I assume you're here to see the master of the
Oh,
house.
yes. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were the master. Or, yes, if you could take us to them. We have important business to discuss. Assuming that they
Daniel
have
Dark
moment.
said Daniel walks over to Boris. Never seen any place this clean before, have you?
No, I haven't. It's quite disgusting. Not enough manufacturing.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
They're not doing enough for the Emperor.
Anyway, I say, yes, please, right this way. And so I'm leading them into the house. But I am also kind of keeping my distance. I don't want to get too close.
Okay.
Fair.
Are you
Bert
like
shows
striding?
the-
Are you like hovering, hover walking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bert is just sitting there quiet as shit because he's a guardsman. He's not expected to speak in situations like this.
Okay. You guys are led through a series of manicured hedges, on this very kind of circuitous path. Excuse me. That makes you feel even less considered, as this entire journey has been very much out of what would be considered proper and relevant, but you just assumed it was just haphazardness up to this point, but now you can tell that it's very much they deem your existence inconsequential. And she basically leads you through this maze of manicured paths.
Daniel Dark said sounds about right.
Yeah.
They did it because
Does
they were bored.
does anyone want to give me an awareness check?
Yeah, I'll give one.
Okay.
I will roll.
Me win ball.
Okay.
Me and Rick.
3 successes.
Okay.
Only one.
Mira, you could also roll.
Okay.
So exclamation
How
point
many?
R
What's the
space.
numbers that I put in there?
What is your awareness?
Oh, it's 6.
So you roll 6 dice.
66? Or which?
Yes, 66.
Oops, I almost said 5d6. Okay, those are my numbers.
All right, 3 successes. All right. I'm going to roll contested. Okay. You guys walk through this what basically is essentially a park of a front lawn. And you can see that there are other figures wearing this like cloak that's like draped over them, completely obscuring like their body parts. But you can hear the very subtle, soft whirs and whines of mechanical joints, and you can tell that these are servitors. And they are like tending to the park. You can see that some of them are like bending down and like picking up a leaf and like carrying it off. But yeah, you can see that they're like trimming the trees and whatnot. Um, I think you guys get the sense that you're like being watched by these individuals, which does seem a little abnormal because you would assume that they would simply just be doing their jobs.
Mm.
So you don't know if these are like untrained servants or if there's something else going on, but you get a little something, but you don't notice anything specifically scary that makes you nervous.
Oh, right. Speaking of scary things that make people nervous, I would like to, as we're walking this path, um, take video so that I can remember the path that we went down.
Okay, yeah, sure.
In case of a hasty need
Daniel
for
Dark
escape,
said
you know the
Daniel
deal.
leans over to Boris. Why they looking at us?
Are you speaking to me?
Why
Uh,
are they looking at us? Who told you you could speak?
Who said you could speak, Psycho?
this
Use your
place
mind for that.
this place isn't
said I
quite.
could.
That's actually a good idea. This place isn't too difficult to navigate. You can kind of, I mean, you could see the front door as soon as you got here, but she's like leading you around. As you guys are walking over a bridge, suddenly you hear the sounds of rushed footworks, and you hear the sounds of one of these scribes cry out in pain, and you look around and you watch him fall off as he's been impaled with a pair of shears as he falls into the moat. We're now going to jump into initiative. Who would like to go first?
Me.
Oh god.
All right. Just behind where the scribe had fallen off, you can see that there is one of these figures, basically wearing a big, white cloak covering everything, except that you can see that the front of it is stained with blood,
Mm.
and their hands are trembling. What would you like to do?
First of all, does anybody else seem to be reacting in panic to this? Anyone else in the area, I mean.
No, the servitors are not reacting.
Hmm.
It seems as though they are completely oblivious to anything and everything that is not their prime directive. The only
see.
one that does seem to be conscious and aware is Mirabelle, the one that's been leading you. Also, I
see.
should have asked, what's the marching order? I assume that you're at the front, Simmons, and Boris is at the back, and, well, I guess Daniel's in the back with him.
I'm
And
at
the
the back.
scribes would have been
Not
in the
everyone.
middle. So
Yeah.
yeah, this
Daniel
guy...
Dark said, may I ask if the scribe is dead?
Well, he is impaled with these large shears and has fallen 10 feet into a moat and is now plummeting and getting rushed off into water. So,
There's not a very high chance that he survives, basically.
I was going to say that maybe I should do something because, like, I'm the medic or
Maybe
whatever.
let me go first.
But yeah, that seems dangerous.
I mean, I get that.
He's
but
just
if
a
this is the
scribe.
only-
the body is not anywhere near that you could do anything about.
Yeah, I'm not built for
basically,
that kind of healing yet.
To clarify, the reason why I say that I should go first is I get bonuses when I attack somebody that hasn't gone this turn yet.
I mean, and realistically, you have built your character to be like act fast.
So technically speaking, he got a surprise round on you because you guys didn't notice him, so you would not get your bonus, but you could still go first if you want to attack. Just because you do have the probably the best attack if you want to
Fair.
do something.
Regardless, I can still draw and fire a salvo in the same turn, so
Okay.
I'll go ahead and shoot him in the leg in the Greek sense.
Okay. So this will be a called shot.
Uh, does that mean I just give up on my salvo, or?
No, there's like a. I think you
It's
have
a
to.
little. I'm scrolling up to find it.
Yeah,
Real quick.
you have to. It's like harder to hit, but it like does a thing.
All
and then
right,
you-
called shot. There's 3 different levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
The first level it makes the difficulty number go up by 1. Second level goes up by 3, and then third level goes up by 5.
Mm,
And then
I-
for each of those, if you hit, your extra dice goes up by 1, for whichever
Gotcha.
level you did. If it's a leg, that's probably the second level. Well, no, that's first level.
Fair. Yeah. All right. So I do want to clarify. I did say leg in the Greek sense, but I mean I probably should.
I don't know
shoot
what
him
that
in the
means,
normal leg.
honestly.
I shot him in the balls.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I
that'd
mean
be
that's
a.
gonna be hard because they've got like this cloak. So
Yeah, fair. I don't know where their dick is. I should probably. It might also
yeah, it
be a
might be
woman.
Peter Griffin, so it might be on his face.
Yeah, it might be a woman also.
That's also true. You're
So
just gonna
yeah,
graze the camel toe.
I'll just shoot. I'll
Daniel
just shoot
Dark
them
said
in the
Sniper
leg.
Elite kill cam.
I'll shoot them in the leg. I will shoot them in the leg.
Him.
You said that just adds 2 levels of difficulty to landing a hit, basically.
I mean, if
Uh,
it's the leg, it's probably 1 level. I think
Okay.
it was. I remember reading it in the book. I think leg was just 1 level of extra difficulty.
That's fine then. I can most likely manage that, so I'll be
And called
running.
shot is a free action, so.
Alright, cool. Yep. So let's see then. Alright, so that's those. That's 5. I want this and this. Alright, cool. Time to roll ballistic skill on the shot. Okay, shot number 1 is only 3 successes. Does that manage to hit?
Unfortunately, that'll not be enough to hit.
Fair. I'll fire my second shot then.
Okay.
That's yeah, no, that one's not gonna hit either. Unfortunate. Well, I guess it's Sparrow's turn now. Definitely unfortunate. Dice just ain't with me today. It'd be like that sometimes.
So what gun are you firing?
Laz.
Las gun. Okay. So you shoot a few rounds off that almost seem to like sink into like they burn through the robe but doesn't seem to hit anything underneath as the figure rushes forward and attempts to they wrap their hands around the throat of the other scribe, knocking them to the ground, and you can hear the metallic whine as they begin to choke out the scribe. And it looks like the scribe is about to die. Who's gonna go next?
Daniel Dark said me.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Psyker actually has a good chance of getting a kill here.
I am also built for long range, so. Flying up close is not great.
All right. What is Daniel Dark doing?
Psychic Mastery, I pick up the attacker and send them flying into the hole.
While they're still grappling someone. Sounds good. And I assume by the hole you mean off of the bridge.
Yes.
Okay. Roll Psychic Mastery. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 successes. Okay. That will be enough to shunt this figure off of the bridge. However, they are still grappled with the individual. So I think you're gonna have to spend all of your successes, your extra successes, to make sure that this person does not get their throat ripped out as you send this figure flying. Do you want to do that? I assume you do.
And now we wait.
I assume.
Daniel Dark said, I pretty much use one hand to force push them and other to hold the guy from being pulled with him.
I will say that with the extra successes you got, you successfully like unpeel the fingers from this man's throat before you throw them off. You take the extra second to make sure that this individual does survive. The individual flies off of the bridge and falls into the water. And they begin splashing and thrashing around, but they sink faster than the human body, with the shear still in them.
Metal.
Perhaps. We're basically out of initiative now, but there is a man that is dying. So, does someone
I
want
would
to
like
do something
to tend
about
to
that?
the dying man.
Okay. Please roll me a Medicaid.
Okay.
Okay. You got a 6
Daniel
as your
Dark
first die.
said, can
so...
Daniel assist?
There's no need. Go ahead and mark down that you have a point of wrath, Mira.
How do I do that? Where should I do it?
And put it in
Yes.
your
No,
notes.
you can do what
I just
I
have a
do.
note.
You can
I
do
just
what
have
I
it up
do.
with-
Just
She doesn't have a
send them
character
to
sheet yet, so
Sparrow.
just like,
Well,
I
no,
don't know.
I just have it up in a separate notes app.
Just send me
No,
a
I-
message
I-
on Discord and note.
Yeah,
that
I
you
know
have one.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
got it.
Do,
I got
do
a
what I,
notes app.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna make it blue.
So yeah, you got 6 successes.
So I
and-
have a point of wrath, you said?
Yes. So Wrath allows you to re-roll any number of dice. So if you got like 1 success and 5 failures, you could re-roll the 5 failures, basically.
Okay.
So Wrath is very useful.
Okay.
You uncrush this man's throat. What does that look like? Do you like put your hand down his throat to uncrush it?
Oh my god. Well, I guess I don't know what it looks like when it's crushed, but it's just crushed. It's not like pierced or anything, right?
Correct.
He puts a straw into his neck and blows into it, and his neck just bleeds.
Yeah, do you just give them mouth to mouth and give them a little thump and
yeah.
like blow?
So one of the things that Sparrow and I worked on with my character is I have a superior like breathing or mouth or something. So
Yeah.
I actually reinflate his throat by
Okay.
giving him mouth.
You can breathe better than
you
us.
you've
Yeah, I
got healing in your breath and in your lips, and you give them the kiss of life. And
Yeah, the kiss. I got the kiss of life and the kiss of death, guys. Okay.
after getting choked and kissed by a beautiful woman, he does have a wet spot in his pants, but he gets up.
Oh
and,
God.
It's okay. He pissed himself.
Is
It's
this
not-
how it's gonna be?
No,
No,
no. I'm sorry. It was just too good to pass up. I'm
It was
sorry.
really good though. But
Okay,
I just
okay.
wanted to like be like.
No,
be in
no.
the
It's
room,
not
you
gonna
know?
be like this. It's not.
Okay.
Gonna
Now,
be
Without-
I will
without-
say. I
Without
will
Queen
say-
here, Sparrow needs an outlet.
Yeah. I
Oh,
will
no wonder
say.
you're friends with me.
Yeah. Anyway,
you do
I
heal
just wanna
him, and
say
he's okay.
real fast.
Yes, sir.
The moment this person actively is able to basically bring someone back from what he personally was like, yeah, that's a fatal wound, they're a lost cause.
Yes.
He immediately locks onto this person mentally as, ooh, medic, I need to take this person with me.
You
Oh,
are being
God.
requisitioned for the
Daniel
for the-
Dark said, Daniel looking around to make sure no one else is attacking. Anyone know if we are in the clear?
All right, give me an awareness check, Daniel, if you're looking around.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
was also gonna.
Mira,
also
you
wanted
are
to
not
see if
allowed
we-
to. You are not permitted to allow anyone to pass away while on the property.
No, of course not.
hmm Do you say something like that, like you were under my care or something?
Yeah, I was going to like give a spiel once we get inside, but I
You could
think
give the
I
spiel
would
while on the walk if you want.
uh
All right, we make it inside.
yeah. Wait. I want to give my
Okay.
spiel so I can do it.
Yes.
I'm allowed to. Okay.
You're in
so,
charge of the scene from here on out.
y-
So
Yeah, I revived this man. It's a scribe, you said?
yes.
I revived the scribe. Everybody's kind of like, cuz Bert was like, "Oh my god, this person, we need this person." Everybody's kind of like, "Whoa, what the hell did she just do?" I kind of slowly stand up from assisting, and I'm like, "Oh, I realized I didn't actually introduce myself." Um so I am this estate's primary care servitor. My name is Belladonna Goth. You can call me Bella or Donna, or Belladonna. It doesn't matter, but that's my name. And
Just don't call
I
me late for
list
dinner.
I list off. Yeah, I know, right? I list off some of my like, because I had a
Abilities.
couple different augmentations, so I'm like, well, I'm sure you're wondering about an explanation for this. I do have several augmentations that allow me to do superior medical work on the residents of this estate. Because, well, I won't get into it quite yet, but I am expertly trained. I'm the top staff of, whatever. And I feel like I was gonna say something else, but so essentially I can do the basic care stuff like this, where it's I'm using those augments, or I also have tools and some might say weapons, with which I would usually use to perform surgery, but I am not expertly trained in combat. So
These are for
while we
your
are on these
protection.
while we are on these premises, I am. You are giving me the courtesy of protecting a little bit while I get you up to the manor. So let's move on to the manor.
Daniel
I am
Dark
authorized
said
to use
Daniel
legal
nods
force.
before looking into the edge of the bridge. Unfortunate scribe.
Yeah. Well, can't save them all.
You guys just slowly watch as the bodies float away, as it's like still in range for telekinesis, and Daniel's just like, well, that's too bad.
He's like
Until it
coughing
like
up blood.
yeah.
So I'd
it-
also like to say, oh, go ahead.
Can I pull him up?
you could have, but you not anymore. He's gone now.
It's too sludgy in there,
The
man.
piranhas in the moat eat him.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I've given my
We have a
spiel
self-cleaning system.
Well, at least they got a good meal.
Yeah.
No, the piranhas then die afterwards.
Yeah, he was toxic.
Yeah, they're eaten by
I'm just
other
saying no to
piranhas.
everything.
No, the scribe was toxic.
Daniel Dark said a good final meal.
Was it though?
Anyways, the sun starts
Probably
to get
better than
brighter, and then
anything
you
they've
look up and
gotten.
realize that there's a meteor.
I mean, it was to die for.
Okay.
Ah, very good, very funny.
I'd like
So
I'm
to-
gonna.
as we're
Meteor?
walking up to the estate, now having been given this information that I'm the head medic of the estate, there are other medics, as there are other like servitors and whatnot. I kind of explain about like what the heck, why is this way? So, in this region, there's the whole thing with the planet and the atmosphere, and everything's kind of topsy-turvy. One of the things that relatively recently, I would say within the past like several hundred years or so, there has been a cyclical epidemic, very kind of localized-ish, so it's not like it goes everywhere, but it's kind of almost like a curse on this family where every now and then this epidemic rises up and just annihilates. It's very severe, very debilitating. Lots of people die. And so that is why there's so many servitors. There's so many hospital staff just on this estate. And so I was actually created by the family. The first instance of the epidemic was taking over the family, and the husband saw
Daniel
his
Dark
dying
said
wife.
Daniel comments about how he wants to leave as soon as possible.
Don't worry, the epidemic is not happening right now.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Just assassins are.
So his wife was dying, and he wanted to figure out a way how to solve this problem, because he was a very, very prominent scientist, and that's where we got all of our wealth. Is he created this technology in order to kind of combat this disease. So I am actually the prototype or whatever. I'm his wife from however many several hundreds years ago, that he made into the servitor to save the family and to do all of this. So I'm the most experienced medic in the house. And the reason why we have so many servitors in this area, not just the family, is because of the epidemic. And then we kind of actually use the dying ones to turn into servitors so that we can keep figuring out what's happening. But it's all really a mystery that's not really going to be solved anytime soon. And the master is dying, so we got to get in there and introduce everybody and get things going. So allow me to open the door for you guys.
If anybody would like to give me a scholar or insight check, or both, you can. Go ahead. What were you going to say, Boris?
Quite a riveting tale. Anything to say about the successful assassin?
Mira, also take a point of inspiration for that, because that was pretty good.
Ooh. Oh, thank you.
But yes, after she basically explains that this family, whether or not it's cursed or not, or if it's just like a disease or something, tragedy tends to befall them that has basically rendered out their staff to be obsolete and requiring the use of servitors as artificial life forms.
Jesus.
I got 10 successes on an insight roll.
Oh
Okay. Well, first off, take a point of wrath.
By the way, the household name is Goth, so if we need to...
This is the Goth family households. Yes.
Yeah, it
what
is the Sims.
flavor of goth?
Boris, there is
Goth
something
of
a little
Gothic.
peculiar about what she said, and like the way that she said it, in a way that has you thinking about something that they taught you in the Imperium, that cloning is not necessarily illegal, but it is definitely looked down upon. And, these servitors seem to be just a little bit too good. They seem to be a little bit too humanoid. It's
all
like
servitors are
peaking.
made from people.
Sorry, what?
All servitors are made from people, so.
Correct. But like normally servitors have body parts and then have like
Daniel
these big
Dark said
clunky metallic
Xenos.
parts. These almost look like androids, like very, very humanoid for being servitors.
If
To
you
the
can
point,
imagine, sorry, go ahead.
if you guys think of like, near automata, kind of like very, very humanoid androids.
Do you guys know what a ball jointed doll is?
Yes.
It kind of looks like that, where it's like you could really see this being a person, except for the fact that they've got like jointed limbs and stuff.
I see.
Mhm.
Did Troy become human? Yes.
Not that
Can I
human,
feel
but
energy coming from
similar.
them?
I would say that normally from servitors, you wouldn't really be picking up a whole lot of like free will, conscious thoughts, not really energy. You're getting a little something weird. If you want to give me a Cynicians check, I might be able to give you some information. But Boris, you are definitely picking up that there is something going on here. I'm gonna give you an egg point for uncovering a piece of the mystery. And I'm gonna let you have, goodness gracious, 3 successes for if you want to bank them as glory, or if you want to ask some clarifying questions to me, or if you want to talk to Donabella in character, you can do so.
Belladonna, sorry.
With 8 successes,
Daniel
Daniel,
Dark said 5 passes.
you got 8.
Yeah, 4 is a success.
4s are successes. So
4 count.
with 8 successes, you can detect some life in these servitors, more than you're used to. And even with that, I will also say that you can detect more people inside. Again, these are like very close to humans. Like
I
just
thought it was just 5 or higher. I have
No.
been failing myself.
4s and 5s are successes. 6s are 2 successes. 3s and 2s are failures, and then 1s are critical failures.
No critical success.
Yes. So these individuals are just a little bit too human for your liking. And with that, you can also detect that there are more servitors inside. You are not detecting any humans inside the building, but you think that there might be someone below, like in the basement. Maybe it's a little bit deeper than that.
It's not that
You
deep.
also have 2 successes, or like 2 shifts, if you want to ask a clarifying question or bank them as glory. Boris, what would you like to investigate deeper? You're like able to insightfully kind of tell that there's something not quite right, something a little hokey going on.
I mean, I did kind of ask that question about like what was up with the assassin. Like, why did they like that? Seemed very different.
Mira, you have no idea why that person acted out
Yeah,
like
that was fucked. I don't know what's going on.
Even if someone were to go haywire, they would probably just like, get glitchy and fall over and, stop working basically, or, start
Yeah,
cutting stuff
we're
randomly.
not violent individuals.
Make a deception
Fucking
check.
god damn
I'm
it,
just
we're
kidding.
Westworlding.
Daniel
Panda?
Dark said, I assume this is a test of some kind.
Panda, take an egg point.
Eggplant. God
Yeah.
fucking
I didn't
damn
even
it.
hear what he said.
Motherfucker.
He made a Westworld
Bastard.
reference, which is such a niche thing
Yeah.
that I don't think anybody else is gonna get.
No,
I mean,
sorry,
I've
I
watched
don't know
Westworld, but I
Westworld.
don't remember much about it. I don't remember everything about it.
Basically, it's like well, maybe I don't know. I don't want to reveal this, but basically, it's an amusement
Never
park
seen
full of
Westworld.
animatronics, and one of them, one of the newer models goes haywire.
Belladonna is Doris. I think that was her name.
Doris?
It's basically like
That was the first one.
a realistic story of like if a Terminator was just locked in a park with you.
Yeah,
Cool.
Doris was. I think Doris is the name of the first one. Whatever. The servitors here are quite different from what I've seen. How did they become so advanced on this? I'm not going to call it backwater, but how did they become so advanced here?
You can be a little offended by that.
Yes, I am offended. Is that my question? Are you asking me?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not used to this. But yeah, I mean, um, the servitors are very, very, very advanced. Because the master of the house was a very prominent scientist ahead of his time, if you will, because keep in mind this was several hundred years ago. But you know, this is your first time on this planet, so it doesn't surprise me that you have never seen anything quite this sophisticated.
Did he leave any of his research behind?
Unfortunately, we
Don't have access.
some of it. What's that?
You don't have access. You're not allowed to give them access.
Yeah, I'm not authorized to give you access, but also you know, this is just a very, very unfortunate family. We have had several fires, and some of my data has actually been corrupted, which, you know, for the past couple hundred years or so, I've been trying to retrieve, but to no avail.
Daniel Dark said Daniel is gonna whisper to both Boris and Bert about the information he gained about the energy coming from them, and the only living person who remains under the soil.
Under the soil.
Oil mate. He's the underminer.
Hey, Boris? No, I'm not going to.
Can't say Earth. We aren't on Earth.
So, whenever people figure out something about the story, I like to give them an egg point. So when people make wild guesses, I just like to be like, take an egg point.
I said, like, I fucking said, oh, are we Westworlding? And then you said, take an egg point. I'm like, you motherfucker. God
So,
fucking
yes,
damn it,
yes.
piece of shit. Fuck.
Wait, I got an egg point earlier, didn't I? Before the campaign?
You got an
That was unrelated, right?
yes.
If you make a joke that he likes, he also gives you an egg.
Okay, I'm gonna
Point.
write that down. That I have one egg point.
Yeah.
Egg.
Basically, egg points are just like one dice of success that you can add to anything.
Cool.
Daniel Dark said, got to make the bird laugh.
So sometimes if you say something outrageous and I give you an egg point, you don't know if it was because it was a joke or because it's real. And I do it that way on purpose to keep you guessing.
Yeah.
But yes, Panda, you are correct.
Yeah, I know.
The defeated I know.
He gaslights us.
No,
Gaslight,
gaslighting
gatekeep.
isn't real.
Bird boss.
Girl boss.
Yeah, it's called gas lamping, dumbass.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl bird.
Birds don't have gender, dog. What the fuck are you on about?
All right,
Well, yeah,
Yes,
they're
they
not
do.
real. They're cameras.
Boris and Daniel, are you using your shifts on anything else?
Anyways, you said I get 2 questions.
Yeah. Basically like clarifying like extra information.
I mean, I thought I kind of used mine because I was doing you said I could do it with in character way with Mirror.
Said you could do it. Pretty
I will say that you won't be able to
Be quiet,
use
Bert.
your actually never mind.
Daniel Dark said, is the living person who is under the soil dying?
I will say that you can't tell, and that is information. Because you would be able to clearly tell if someone is alive or dying
Odd.
or dead. Yes.
They're in a perpetual
Someone's like
state
in
of-
limbo.
They're in perpetual state of. They're in cryosleep. Yeah, I don't have any more questions.
Okay. You just want to bank those extra successes then?
Well, I mean, again, I thought I was using them with the questions I was asking Mira.
No, you can roleplay and talk to each other.
Oh,
Using
Yeah.
your mind's eye and your experience with the Imperium, you can kind of suss out some stuff.
Can also be like generally an asshole because
I mean, that's why I said the whole thing of I'm not going to call it backwater.
But yeah, no, you guys can
Yeah, when you
absolutely talk
said
to each
that,
other.
like her lip kind of twitches.
uh
I mean, you can
Yeah.
tell that it is run down.
yeah, no, if he calls it a backwater, then Bert just looks at him like, I am so sorry. My associate here isn't
Daniel
used to
Dark
polite
said I will
company.
bank my second.
Okay.
My associate here is not used to polite company. I am very sorry about him.
This is a front waters planet.
Excuse me.
This is a planet that relies specifically on the front side of water. Don't forget it.
Yeah, if you guys just want to talk to what's your name? Belladonna?
Daniel looks
Belladonna.
at
Yeah, I'm
Boris.
Belladonna.
Belladonna.
You
can
are
call me
even
Bella,
worse
you
for
can call me
conversation
Donna.
than I am.
Or you can call me Belladonna. Doesn't
Sorry,
matter.
it's just your name in Discord is Mirabella. So
Yeah, I figured. Do you want me to change that? Because I
No,
put it
it's
that way
fine.
because I'm new and people don't know my name
I'm
necessarily.
just
probably.
forgetting. It's
Okay,
fine.
it's okay.
If people
okay.
want to learn your actual name, they can click on you and look at your profile.
Potato.
But
That's
fine.
true, I suppose. I'll change it.
Okay.
I was pretty much called Neon for the entirety of
It's
seeing
true.
Red, even though that wasn't my.
I know you
Even
as Silva
outside of it.
now. I know you as Silva now. To be fair, you guys also called me Candle for the majority of that.
Yeah.
Daniel
Oh, look,
Dark
I'm
said
first
I
now.
only call people by the characters they play.
Yeah. I do that in video games where
Yeah,
I'm like
I'm kind
talking
of
to my
assuming that
teammates.
you guys aren't going to be offended if I just call you what it is in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
NA.
Okay, cool. I am also not offended.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're Belladonna. Why would you
Yeah.
be? That's your name isn't offended. Anyway,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
As yes.
I mean, I really am like, because like servitors aren't supposed to attack people unless like I guess if it's in the programming to do so. So but like I'm still just thinking about why that thing attacked, and that just seemed because like it appeared out of nowhere.
Daniel is
Because
gonna
like none of
pull
us
out a
noticed
piece
it.
of bread and eat it.
Okay.
Boris, take an egg point.
He takes out a potato chip and eats.
Eats it.
But yeah, Boris, you have 2 shifts if you want to spend them on something.
Daniel Dark said I was getting hungry.
Do you want to
Fair enough.
like ask like what is it that you think that like maybe it's something they're made of, how they were created, what kind of technology was around 100 years ago that might have been something, maybe some other experiences that you've had with servitors or cloning or something, or advanced technology or
Daniel
something.
offers Bert some of the bread.
Bert Bert holds up his hand as a no for now, but just pauses for a second later. I will
guess
have
I'll-
some bread later.
Saves him some.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess
It's
about
just the
like,
heels.
what do they know about this? Wait, no, but like she said, there's also been fires as well, not just a plague.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's a large estate, so there's bound to be fires. We're just kind of cursed a little bit, that's all.
Anyways, would you like to stay the night?
Oh, yeah, please stay the night.
I'd like to stay the night. Sorry, no, we actually have to finish our objective before sundown, so we can't.
I mean, you guys got here, which is like your objective.
Man,
Daniel Dark said Daniel just shaking his head rapidly to staying the night.
man, I guess I do kind of try to figure out like what they're made of. I guess.
You probably wouldn't know any specifics about like synthesized flesh, leading you to believe that there might be a horrible realization about how she's able to look so human.
Can't think.
But yeah, the other thing that you I think I just kind of want to give this to you just to use up your last shift.
Yeah, I'm
With
blanking.
your extra success, you know like how difficult it is to use technology and how complicated like circuitry is and robotics and whatnot, and how a lot of that was lost like millions of years ago in the ancient days of Terra. And the fact that this kind of technology is able to be hidden so well and utilized in such a like a very proficient way leads you to believe that there has to be something more than just one guy coming up with an idea. You think that he might have discovered ancient technology.
Do they? Oh, could they have one? Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a. It was a thing in the lore that like had like just a bunch of info on how to build stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so you think that that might also be the reason why they stopped digging over here.
We Boris does not say this, but he like in his mind we
His
need to
eyes just
find
kind of
this.
widen a little bit as he makes a realization.
This is definitely because like yeah, the Imperium wants these things. He needs to find it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
These
can't remember
people
what
have
it's
had it a
called.
little too
STLs.
cushy. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what they're called.
As you guys walk up the steps to the front porch, basically, and again, this place is kind of like very beautiful and like marble and whatnot, and
There's like classical music flowing in from vents. No, there's no vents anywhere. Where is it coming from?
There's no ventilation.
it's reverberating out of the stone.
Daniel Dark said
Singing
Daniel hearing the
stones.
music just covers his ears.
Starts playing from your hands.
But she just kind of stands there as the doors open themselves and leads you inside to this beautiful foyer with these like large spiral stairs that like kind of come down and around from like this front passageway, and there's this this upper walking area that's circles the place above you. You think that this would be like a beautiful place for like a gala kind of thing, like a very much a red carpet affair. But everything in here is just kind of like this beautiful polished stone, and it's almost all in white. If you guys have ever seen like Cloud City in Star Wars, just like too much white, basically. Like everything's in white, 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 white on white, white on white. So yeah. And there's basically only like the textures carved into this place, and like the natural marble and being like put into tiles and pillars and steps and things. And again, it's too much. It's to the point where it's kind of exasperating. But a figure approaches, also indistinguishable and covered with this cloth that's just sort of draped over them. A figure walks up and says, "Greetings, my. I see that you have brought in the guests, Belladonna."
Yes, the master is ready to, or they are ready to be received by the master now.
Allow me to assist you in transporting them, which is a little not what the order was. But this individual says, "You will stay here and watch the escort. They can stay here in the foyer, and I will bring the representatives of the LMS Explorer to meet with the master.
Yes, understood.
And she walks forward to the scribes and says, "Hello, my name is Donabella, and I will escort you over to..." But yes, has like the exact same voice, the exact same, movement.
Do you want me to give them a name? Because I got one.
No.
Okay.
I've named them very specifically for a specific
sorry.
reason.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, I didn't
You
know.
are
Daniel
Belladonna,
said
and this is
Daniel looks
Donabella.
at Bert, who is in
Okay.
charge of him. We're not gonna stay with them the whole time.
No, you
So
will stay
I
here.
will say outright, as they try to get the scribe,
There's only one scribe left,
Yeah.
and the one diplomat.
Yep. As they're about to be carted away,
Mhm.
Bert, without hesitation, just goes, "Nope, no, that's not how this works."
I'm sorry?
I'm.
You are sorry. We already lost one scribe to one of your
First and
servitors.
foremost, yeah,
Well,
like my associate said, one of, well, something came by and attempted to assassinate one of our scribes. So, first and foremost, we're not leaving our scribes alone actively. As a second point,
I apologize
it's
for the
just
inconvenience up until this point, and any lack of service that Belladonna has been able to provide to you. But
this isn't about the medics. This isn't about the medics' problems.
I'm the superior. Excuse me.
she is
Vale.
one of the older models, and allow me
when
to...
this one showed up and was basically already bossing around Donna, I was like,
Daniel
okay,
Dark
who is
said,
she?
"Damn, they talking their shit."
Now,
I'm
okay,
the OG.
so here's the fun thing. First and foremost, you clearly don't know etiquette if you're talking to, I don't know, anyone on your side like this in front of guests, because frankly speaking, that's a shit thing to do. And second, I I don't care if you personally don't think that this was a problem on our end. We're not letting you take our scribe or our diplomat with you without at least some arm.
You can
Some
see the, like, she has her hands, like, clasped out in front of her, and she, like, clenches them a little bit tighter as you're talking. And then says, "I understand that the rogue trader above the LMS Explorer is in dire need of our assistance, but if our representation is not befitting to you, perhaps he could come here himself and we can make an arrangement." She's basically stating that you are not in the one position of power here. That you need to suck up to these people, basically.
You're surrounded.
Mm.
I am aware of that. I get it. I understand we're not really in such a position. However, it is still terrible to try and separate a group like this.
It will be only for a moment as the important individuals discuss matters that will be held within safe quarters.
There can
You
be
may
no
wait
guarantee that the
outside.
quarters are safe when we don't know what the quarters actually look like.
If you came here to insult the estate and the subsequent responsibility of any and all staff that is membered here, you may make a formal complaint if you would like. However, the master is only
Daniel Dark
available
said,
for
Daniel
official
slightly
business.
lifting his hand up ready to crush this robot.
Bert puts his hand out to Daniel, telling him to stop, and then just
Daniel's like, "I find your lack of faith disturbing."
May I
And
ask
he-
Don't
why
laugh
you
at that. That's
looking-
a Star Wars reference you don't get.
Daniel's
laughed
hand
at it.
go back down.
The
Okay.
context was just funny in
Okay.
general.
May I ask why the scribe has to be separated from their protection?
For privacy.
I am a member of the Inquisition.
She
I am a
flinches.
representative of the
I'm a
Inquisition.
member of the Inquisition. Shit.
Runs away.
You are being very suspicious now.
This is a private estate on a feudal world that is not directly tied to the Imperium, and therefore is not under any legislation of the Imperium. If you have an issue, you can bring in an Inquisitor here to investigate himself. But in the meantime, I believe that we have more important matters to deal with that you are withholding.
Who are you modeled after?
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
That is an insane thing. Like, just.
Were you modeled after a bitch? Because you seem like you're modeled after a
Well, no.
bitch.
God.
I mean, the reason I'm asking is because we've got the wife of the person who started this whole thing,
Yep.
and this person's apparently in charge of the Belladonna. Something's fishy.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely not going to get that one since that's way too good.
Daniel
if I'm
Dark
doing-
said, I don't trust these things.
That's why I said disadvantage.
Yeah. Hey!
All right, come on. All right, take a point of wrath. With 5 successes, you can hear like the very subtle metallic creaking of stress in this individual, and just a subtle shift underneath the robe of like where an eyebrow might be twitching. You hear the voice say, and they like glance over at Belladonna before looking at you and lowering their voice and saying, I was modeled after the master's favorite servant that was almost
Boris has a big smile and just mutters, interesting.
you get the impression that she is like the second wife, basically.
Yup, mistress.
Yeah.
Yup. You said favorite servant. I'm like, oh, they fucking. You know, like.
Yeah, that's why I said interesting.
Belladonna, do you want to make an awareness check to see if you can hear that?
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay.
Oh, they fucking.
Nope. No successes. You do
Daniel
not hear
Dark
that.
said,
Damn.
Daniel looks at Boris. As I said before, you are even worse for conversation than myself.
Man, I made this romantic story about the master, and then you went and gave him a mistress.
I mean,
look at this
this
house.
character wasn't supposed to last more than like 2 seconds, but I'm rolling with it, okay?
It's fine. It's fine.
And you
I'm
say
sorry,
that, Daniel, but
you
look at my
gave me-
persuasion roll.
I'm sorry, you know that I was. Sparrow, you should have expected me to do this, honestly.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
said like,
Yeah.
here, you guys hang out with the new player character. These NPCs are gonna go fuck off for a second.
We just had one scribe die, and they tried to kill the other one, and now they're trying to separate this.
No,
last
it's
scribe.
fine. They totally
No, it
won't.
isn't. No, it isn't. You're just gonna kill the fucking scribe.
All right.
It
Do you
isn't.
guys want to murder Mystery Mansion or not? Like, come on.
This is cool. Stay here.
It
Stay
is
the
cool.
night.
Look, it is
I
good.
Get
agree.
diseased.
But you put me in
Die.
a situation where I had to act in character. You understand that, right?
Like,
Also,
here.
you did say like outright, like, "Oh, the disease cycle isn't happening right now," and I'm like,
She
"Oh,
made that up.
sure.
That had nothing to do with me and what I had planned. She made that up.
Look, here's
I
the
heard
thing, though.
that, and I
You
just
were
immediately thought, oh, we're gonna be diseased later tonight then.
You were relatively fine because after that answer, Boris is gonna be okay with him taking the scribe.
Oh, babe,
I
I'm
do have a
sorry. My
question.
cycle started early. I don't know what to tell you.
How? I'm assuming the item is called Vox Speed. I'm assuming is it small enough to just fit in the ear or something?
What item?
Oh, are you talking about the
Speed.
Vox station that we have?
No, I use my free item for a Vox Speed.
Ah, gotcha.
I don't
I'm
know
assuming
what that
it's
is.
tiny.
Maybe
A
you
Vox
have like
Speed
an earring.
is
It's disguised.
a Vox Speed
It's
is
not
like
common.
walkie-talkie sized.
Okay.
Oh, it's walkie-talkie. Never mind, then I can't really.
That's large.
I mean,
I
you
can't really
could
sneak that
make
to
a
him.
stealth check to hide it if you want to do that. If you want to kind of turn away and talk into your wrist or something.
He is vibrating.
No, I
You
was
got an
intending
Apple
to
Watch?
sneak it onto the scribe.
Yeah,
That
you
was
can
my
do that.
intention. Okay.
Give me a stealth check.
Can't believe you guys made my husband cheat on his wife.
Oh no.
Hey, we didn't do this. That was entirely
Okay.
Sparrow.
I'm gonna use
Okay.
wrath since I got that.
Okay. So you can re-roll the 1, but that is going to still leave a complication.
Ah.
But you do have 6 successes. There's
So-
just a complication.
May I suggest a complication?
I know what the complication is already, but you can suggest something.
Yeah, what's your idea?
Oh, I was just gonna say he reaches forward and while he's focusing, he just unintentionally drops his gun.
No.
He just
No.
he's
Here-
just reaching in
Here's
and
what
just-
happens. You're like, all right, I'm done talking to this lady, and you kind of step back into the group, and as you do, you sneak past the scribe, flick
Daniel
it.
Dark said, I am back.
You activate it and sneak it into his his robes that are kind of wrapped around the waist, and then you step back in line, and then as you guys are kind of looking around what now, the scribe kind of scratches his butt and he's like, oh, what the heck, what's this? And he pulls out the Vox unit, he's like, oh, oops, and then he turns it off and puts it back.
Oh my god.
So
Oh,
the
man.
Vox unit's on him, but he's aware
It's
of
off,
it and it's
huh?
off.
Boris just squints and he thinks in his head, if he doesn't die, I'm going to kill him.
Honestly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even be opposed.
I don't even have a name. That's how quickly I'm gonna die.
Yeah. At least he knows it's there. If he has time to grab it. And,
At least he's
yell.
aware that he's an idiot.
No, at least he's aware that he has a Vox on him, so
Okay,
he
yeah.
can try to.
For sure.
Scream for us to help.
Okay.
I don't know.
Donna
Yeah.
Bella says, you are allowed to wait here in the interim for just a moment as we introduce the parties, and we can conduct any amount of communication over the evening. And we will provide a meal and a place for you to rest.
Daniel Dark
Until
said,
tomorrow.
can Daniel have a scan out to keep an eye on if these guys are alive?
Yes. Because they're the only living people in here, you can basically always know where they are and when they die. I mean, if they die.
When they die, yeah.
Wait.
Really burying
Gosh
the
dang
lead
it. You
here,
guys are
Nice
really
Freudian
picking my
slip there.
mystery apart.
I'm sorry. When they die.
Sparrow, I'm sorry, but this is how I was in the Seeing Red campaign too. I was already dissecting shit before
It's
anything happened.
fine. It's
It's
fine.
Now I kind of want to know what
You
would have happened
built
if we
up a
failed.
paranoia.
Anyways,
Now
the moon turns red, the walls start leaking blood, and you all die. End of campaign.
Even me.
Damn it, man.
Yeah,
Now I kinda
even
wonder
you,
what-
somehow.
Now I kind of wonder what would have happened if we
Daniel
hadn't
walked
saved the
out.
scribe.
Well, you were never alive to begin with.
No, I was though. I got turned into a robot.
You weren't the first of you.
I was.
Okay.
Those leaves.
What are you guys doing? What's the plan? Are you keeping your foot down that you're gonna accompany them
We-
everywhere?
Please just move on.
we have to let them go. At the very least, we have the Vox there, and our
Yeah, there's no
Psychers
dialogue
ready.
option that continues to the cutscene without you letting them go.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, this game sucks.
Fucking
Let's play another
fucking
one.
bastard game
I
designers, piece of shit.
I'm keeping like a stand out on them.
Daniel,
Make sure
please.
Daniel, I think you're
Go-
going to need to stick to
Go
the
back to the
spot.
TTS spot.
Go
We
back to the
relegate you to
TTS
Robo.
spot,
Sorry,
you
Daniel.
whore.
And putting him in the corner. Go back to the TTS spot.
Robo Daniel.
Go back to gay baby jail.
Go back to robot baby jail.
Puppy monkey baby.
But yeah,
How
you guys
fucking
can see
dare
other
you say
servitors
that.
in this building that are
Daniel
just kind
Dark
of around.
said Daniel tells them that he has the scan out.
Okay. There's like one that's like on the ground, like on their knees, like scrubbing the floor. And you can actually see that there's like one guy that like comes up and is like on the ground, and you can tell that this one's masculine, and he's like scrubbing the floor everywhere that you guys step. So as you guys are kind of like walking around having this conversation, just this one dude keeps like stepping around and scrubbing the floor where you want.
I like
That one
swipe
dude's
my
like fucking Wally.
I like swipe my
All
girl
right,
finger on a bandage
Panda,
to look at it.
you gotta stop catching my references. Take an egg point.
I don't think I will.
All right. His name is Mo.
Yeah.
Mo dirt, mo problem.
Mo dirt, mo problems.
I almost have as
That's
many
what
egg
it says on
points
his
on
apron.
I almost have.
Daniel
equal egg
Dark
points on
said
my
Daniel
board
pulls
and
out
my
a wrapped
husband.
piece of bread and offers it to Bert. Hungry?
How much bread you got in there?
He saved the piece for me earlier. Bert nods and takes the piece of bread.
Mo
Making
crawls on
crumbs
the
everywhere.
ground and starts picking up the little crumbs.
Nah.
And then
I'm
I
a
would like
guardsman.
to,
I don't leave crumbs.
I'd like to just bend my knees ever so slightly so that I can pat his head and be like, "Good job, Mo."
This is a normal human man.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm still gonna do it.
Good boy.
Okay.
I mean, hey, I've met some normal human men that would appreciate a pat on the head and being called good boy.
He's
Mo
serving his
kind of like
masters well.
rotates the cloth to look up at you and says, "Oh, whoa, thank you for noticing."
Oh
no, he doesn't
God,
say that.
please.
I
do
pull out
not.
my gun and point it to his head.
In this
Barrel to
alternate-
temple. Just
Spa-
blast.
Sparrow, alternate joke timeline. He says that everyone with a gun in the party immediately draws and shoots
Daniel
him.
Dark said Daniel pulls out a second piece of bread and offers half to Boris.
How much
Care
bread
for
do you
some.
have, sir?
He has
Mo doesn't say anything because he's not permitted to speak around guests.
Exactly.
Should I just let him like clean the bottom of my shoe if he's gonna be cleaning the ground that every time my shoe steps on it, or
Do you like kick your foot up for him to clean?
Daniel offers Mo some bread as well.
And then I put
Mo-
my hand in front of Daniel and I'm like, "No, he's not permitted. He has scheduled feeding times."
Yes. Mo does clean your guys' shoes if you allow him to.
Bert like stops in place, looks at Mo like, is this what you would prefer to just like do that? Then like if Mo gives like any inclination that would be preferable, then he just like puts his foot up. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
got like
get
a brush and a rag, so he like shines your shoes and everything.
Bert, I know this isn't new to you, but even he is beneath you. You don't have
Daniel
to talk to him.
Dark said Daniel keeps his feet away from Mo. I respectfully decline.
Okay.
Beneath is a very slippery slope, so I'm not going to look at anyone here like that. Unless they cause me problems, in which case I will start looking at them like Xenos.
Donabella holds up a hand to fake clear her throat. as she says, "Please do not mind the menials. They have their tasks, and they have the perfect inclination for what it is that they are tasked to do. They actually enjoy the work that they have been given."
Sure.
She looks at you.
Yeah, Bert leaves it
I
at
wink.
that. Like he doesn't add anything. He's just like, honestly, I agree. But like the Inquisition guy saying that is much better than the guardsman saying that.
So you guys are just gonna gloss over the fact that I said that Mo likes feet?
Daniel Dark said. Daniel looks at Boris. So, you want some bread? It was a long walk.
I'm good.
It
I'm
was a
used to
long
not.
walk.
The
Good
diplomat
bread,
is
too.
like, "Okay, this seems to be taking quite a long time. I think the best thing for us to do
Please.
is to simply go and speak with the master, at
I-
least temporarily."
I honestly thought they already left.
Yeah,
No,
same
they're
here.
still here.
We accepted them going a while ago.
You
I
never
hated
told me
that.
you accepted.
Yeah, no, you said there was no way in like past the cutscene. I thought that was like
All right,
you
fine.
understanding
Donabella
our
leaves. You watch a cutscene of them walking away, and then when the game loads back in, that hallway is inaccessible.
That's why I was offering bread to the party.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry, I genuinely thought that we were already like that's what I was confused when you said that she was there. I was like, huh?
okay.
What do you
Daniel,
mean?
you watch them walk down the hallway, and as she opens the door, you feel a little something strange. And as they walk into the room, your impression of them gets a little fuzzy. And then as the door closes, you lose all connection to everything in that room. And you can't detect anything in that room.
Fair day, kid.
Well, that's only extremely ominous.
Anyways, they get turned into
Daniel
vampires and then
Dark
come
said.
back later.
Daniel gets a nosebleed.
Oh, here, I'll take care of that. And then I whip out a
Vampires
handkerchief out
really
of nowhere and I
simple.
just dab his nose for a little bit.
Mo was sad because you stole his cleaning job.
Mo does not get to touch feet anymore.
Daniel
Well, he
takes a
he
step
he
away
cleans it up
from
off
you.
the floor, but I'll take it at the
Yeah.
source, you know.
You take the you take it from his hand. He starts licking the floor like.
No, no,
Can
no.
we please move
All
I
on?
right,
ask
we're
that you
moving
do not
on.
touch
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm
We are
sorry.
moving on.
Whenever there's not something to clean, Mo does stand up and stand in a corner. But like, as soon as you guys take a step or a half step, he gets down on the floor on his knees, wipes it, and then stands back up.
He has a Modar for dirt.
Man
So
is great
if you
at
want to like
squats.
take your foot and like hover it, he'll like start crouching down. You can actually like do the thing of like putting your foot in and back out, and he'll like be doing squats.
Oh my god.
Mo is
Daniel
excellent
Dark
at
said.
squats.
Daniel wipes his own nosebleed instead of allowing them to help him.
Did you just slap my hand, sir? I was the one doing that. Anyway.
No, he walked away.
He just walked away. Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the state is basically open to you guys if you would like to go somewhere, discuss with Belladonna, or investigate anything.
Would you mind taking us on a tour of potential? Bert is actively struggling not to say choke points. Like, like, can you just can I ask that you give us a tour? Just
Why, certainly, I can do that. Right this way.
appreciate
So,
it.
first
God.
I bring them into the dining
Daniel
room.
Dark said, I will wait here.
Okay. See, Daniel's gonna wait there. I bring them
The
into
Astartes will wait back with him.
the dining room. And you know those really long tables that you see at like events and stuff? Think of a table that's that long, except multiply it by like a million bajillion. And there's a bunch of chairs. And she's like, this is where we have some more close family gatherings, usually, when there's actually humans in the house. And then she leads you like into a ballroom, and it's just like, think of hotels, and like they got this huge event space, and it's actually got no furniture in it, but they like bring out furniture and turn it into galas and everything, at least at some point in the estate's life. And she brings you into a library, and the library is very lofty. It's actually more toward the central location of the mansion, and it's got 2 stories, so it's like got like this walk. It's almost like a catwalk, and the bookshelves are almost like mazes and things, and just there's you kind of get lost at a certain point because you're kind of walking past all of these glass panels. Some of the walls are just pure glass because they're looking into like a garden or like an atrium or something like that. And there's definitely at least one tree growing out of the middle of the estate. It's almost like one of those buildings that has like this huge courtyard inside of it, except the
It's a
space
pomegranate
is a
tree.
little. Yes, it's a pomegranate tree. And you just kind of like take note of all these really ridiculously lofty things where it's like, nobody would ever have this. What is this, a castle? Like, you kind of start feeling a little lost because you're trying to like figure out the choke points, right? But all of this furniture and unnecessary extravagance is kind of getting in your way a little bit. But
Oh no,
and
the
then
unnecessary extravagance helps.
oh, okay. And then
Covered.
when there's like there's fountains and pools and things, and then when the tour is all done, she brings you right back to the same spot um where Mo is still picking up after things.
Hmm. If things weren't so aggressively uncanny here, then I'd say it would be a lovely vacation spot. Unfortunately,
Daniel
everything is
Dark said
aggressively
Daniel
uncanny.
looks at them. How did it go?
It went fine.
It's a fancy smashy.
I'm a vampire
place.
now. I'm kidding.
No, I'm like robot.
No, I was asking Daniel.
Oh.
But the way you answered that narrows eyes to the point that you're 90% sure his eyes are just closed.
Daniel shakes his head. What's a vampire?
Don't worry about it. You don't want to know. It's like a Tyranid, except worse. No, actually, correction. They're like gene stealers. Anyway.
Mm. Mhm.
Well, thank you for the tour. So, how crucial are you to the functioning of this place?
Daniel Dark said Daniel places his shotgun to his side and pulls out a notebook.
Oh. Well, as I said, I am the original servitor of this household. Um, I have been upgraded to have the most sophisticated technology. So, although I was not necessarily built with all of the functioning of, um, let's say, like a newly built servitor um, of these days, I've been upgraded. And so I used to do more menial tasks. Um, I used to function a lot like a maid, but I have always been um, a hospitaler. Uh, I have always had those capabilities. And so, having kind of started as the first one, um, I've kept my rank as like, you know, the big boss or whatever. So,
Head nurse, understood.
A little
She-
bit more than that. Like I can boss all the servitors around, and I don't have as many responsibilities necessarily. My main function is to keep the master alive because, as I have explained, we have a very dire situation on our hands, and so we cannot have him dying. And so that is my main function nowadays, but I can also oversee the other servitors.
Mhm.
So
You say we can't have him die. It sounds more pressing than normal.
yes, well, he's this family is a very important family, prominent figure in the community, as I'm sure you're aware by
Well,
now.
we
I'm
really only saw servitors.
yeah. Sorry. What community? There's no other living creatures around for miles.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just archaism, because there used to be people here, but and there's Mo, for example, apparently.
Well,
Um,
Mo isn't alive.
Daniel
But
Dark
yes.
said, "We did see birds."
Yes. But anyway, as you can imagine, the people making the technology with the ability to try and keep people alive still, in my opinion, counts as a pillar of the community, regardless of how small the community is.
And also, you say you're in charge, relatively speaking. Why was that one able to boss you?
Yeah. Forget about that. she's malfunctioning. I sent her to after she's done with her arrangements with your associates, she's going to be sent back to the lab to be processed.
You would also know that sometimes very specific models are given like precise tasks. Usually less important than what you're in charge of doing. So, she made it appear as though you were in charge of, in charge of the estate and whatnot, and that she was just trying to, escort these individuals down the hall. But you believe that she was given specific instruction that you were unaware of,
Mhm.
which is concerning.
Yes, but I can't let on to people that that's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
thinking necessarily. So, you know, she's freaked out, but she's like kind of covering because it's like, well, this is all very secretive. At least that's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, we're outsiders to you.
Yeah,
So,
we can't.
makes sense.
Yeah. Could I inquire into the disease that your master has?
Yes, well, the disease, an epidemic of cyclical nature, has just finished passing through, and it's quite a complicated disease. We still really don't know very much about it. That just speaks to how complicated it is because this has been going on for several hundred years, as you know. Um,
Daniel
and
Dark said Daniel can be seen writing down things in the notebook.
it has many mutations, so very complicated. It is at this point in his progression not contagious, although his situation is less than ideal.
I see.
What would one
Sparrow
have to
told me
do
he'll be
to.
right back.
Oh,
Daniel can be heard talking to himself. Stay away from all infected individuals.
But I probably can't hear you, huh?
Perhaps we, anyway.
mean, I can't really. I guess I can't convince people if it's right or wrong or not. But Mo following the party.
Yeah.
Oh, Sparrow's back.
Daniel Dark
Why did you
said
text
Daniel
only
looks
me?
at Bert.
Because you
I
were
lost
doing
connection with the group who left us.
Oh, sorry.
Because you were doing the story, the world building. So I figured I'd just let
Sorry,
you
yeah.
do it.
I did it and then we were quiet. He said he lost connection with the group who left.
Yeah, when they went into that room, he basically explains that it's a psyker-proof room, basically.
Yeah.
Also, Boris, I feel like this is something you would at least attempt or check. You attempt to connect to the Vox unit, and there is no connection.
Interesting. Do I know
But-
of any technology that would do something like that?
I mean, a lot of things, but
Okay.
like honestly, too many. But you think that on something like this, this world wouldn't have access to a lot of stuff, but these people seem to have a lot of money, so, but you would know that this is kind of suspicious. This isn't something that just every official has. But after a while, the scribe and the diplomat do come back, and Donabella is there and says, "I do hope that Belladonna was able to provide you with any sort of assistance and information that you have. Please be aware that she has gone through many iterations. She is the first of us and has had many trial runs before getting to the perfected infections as the rest of us. So, if
My eye is twitching.
Boris is smiling at this because they are not acting like servitors.
please forgive her if she was unable to provide anything to you. But as long as preparations are made, you will be allowed access to the garden behind, in the back, where a meal will be provided to you all.
Daniel Dark said Daniel looks at them. Good to see they are okay.
You want to look them over?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a clinician's check. They are vampires. No, you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 successes. You can tell that they are completely fine and there's nothing weird about them. I will not say how many successes that you need. Do you want to spend any shifts?
NA.
Okay. Then do not bank any glory. But you can tell that these guys are perfectly fine and normal and nothing happened to them and there's nothing weird. And they're exactly the way they were when they walked into that room. Except, except that the diplomat looks a little bit worried, that negotiations did not go exactly well. But yes, you guys
Daniel
are...
Dark said unfortunate.
You guys are ushered to the back of the estate where there is this very beautiful kind of like marble pathways, doing almost kind of like a Roman Colosseum kind of setup with these raised up kind of like walkways and hedges along the back, sort of encompassing the place. On the back side of the building, and in the center you can see that there's some very lush and beautiful decorations next to, or rather surrounding this table setup that is this one. Yes. Ignore the fact that it's a battle map. We might be using this next session. But yes, you guys are provided seating, and food is brought to you of various types. Probably the fanciest food that you've ever experienced. But yes, there is a servitor waiting on each of your shoulders for anything that you need. And then there are
Daniel
constantly like a
Dark
line
said
of them.
Daniel does not eat. I
Okay.
am already full.
Of bread.
On bread.
You are not full on bread. It is that you guys got here in like noontime. It is now evening. Like the sun is starting to set, and it's actually quite beautiful across the hedges, and it bathes this this white landscape that normally was like very kind of bland and a bit much in like these very decorated hues, almost like it's painting the house in like these vivid kind of rainbow colors. And it makes the garden back here quite enjoyable. But yes, you are hungry. You do not have to eat, but if you do, you will gain a point of exhaustion. So
I'll gain a point of exhaustion if I eat. I'm not doing that shit. Then.
no, if you don't, shut up. Who is eating? Or
Eating cringe.
I assume you all.
I wait until like everyone else is done eating before I start, cause
Daniel Dark said
Yeah.
Daniel eats his backup bread.
I'd like to
I-
eat.
You don't
I
have
am
any
a
more
nerd.
bread. No, fuck off.
can I
Your
pass him some
baguette
rations?
is done, sir.
Can I pass him some rations? I'm kidding.
Oui.
I mean, if you want to eat your rations at the table, you can. It's gonna
Don't eat the rations. Please just eat the good food.
it's gonna look really rude. The scribe and the diplomat are eating the food. Well, I guess
Fair.
I
I
guess they
pass
would
on the
wait
food.
for someone with a good survival check to see if it's poisoned or something.
Let me. I guess I have. Fuck it. I guess I'll eat first and use my survival
I
check.
got 7.
I like to say that when everybody sits down,
I will roll.
everybody's allowed to sit wherever they want, except the servitor who is hovering over me, even though I'm a servitor. Don't worry about that. They're like, oh yes, Belladonna, this is your seat.
Mhm.
So I have a specific.
You
place
sit at
to
the front of
sit.
the table, the head.
Yes.
You
I have this-
represent the master when he's not here.
Yes.
Do
And
you
I'm sitting
eat?
right next to you.
You're not gonna leave. You're not gonna let me alone, are you? Oh no.
No, everything here is suspicious.
With 6 successes, the food is brilliant. It's perfect. It's cooked to perfection,
Almost too
and
perfect.
there's nothing weird about it.
There's nothing.
Did y'all get like a
Unless you
Star
would like to
Trek
spend an extra
thing?
I'm
success.
sorry.
Daniel
I'm
Dark
sorry.
said, I still pass.
What's the Star Trek thing that like just spawns stuff? Did y'all get one of those?
I'm gonna eat the food. I'll eat the food.
All right, you die. Everyone else lives.
It was only the
Also,
first
I will
person.
Oh
use
no,
an
the
egg point
disease
for an
cycle
extra
is
dice.
early.
Alright, I'm going to Sparrow's house and then killing him in real life.
Oh my god.
Daniel, would you like to spend your extra success on anything, or do you want to bank it?
I will ask a question.
All right, what kind of question would you like? Do you want to figure out like what kind of food it is? Like, yeah, first off, they bring out a variety of different things. A lot of like the different agriculture that is grown on this place. They do bring out some meats. Sorry, they have got like this kind of
apologizing.
I don't know.
Arby's.
Arby's slap.
Yeah, they bring you each a bag of Arby's. Uh,
As long as I don't get the one with the finger
but
in
it's
it.
underneath of a silver platter. So
Yeah.
Why are they giving me communist bees?
Daniel Dark said, "What kind of food is this? Where does this meat look like it came from?"
give me an insight
Don't worry
check on the
about
meat.
Store.
Don't worry about
Is it human meat?
Honestly,
Boris?
He's got that skin somewhere.
No,
Boris?
see, the thing is, right? The thing is,
Boris, if you want to know, roll.
that. Fucking roll.
the thing is, right?
I know you
tell
said
me
survival,
it-
but can I do insight because I'm like trying
Yes.
to read these people?
You can also do investigation.
I'm sorry, I just need to state, it's like, oh, it's human.
Nope.
Guys, it's human meat. Bert continues eating. So is like every
Yeah,
single ration I
people
have ever
get eaten
Yeah.
in the Imperium. That's just how it is.
I have
Yeah.
eaten so many corpse rations. I don't care. It makes me more human.
I have
don't give a shit.
standards.
Yep.
You know the saying, you are what you eat? I've eaten enough people.
I'm a vegetarian, but I'd eat a human once. I don't know.
That's
Doesn't seem
wild.
that bad.
Probably pretty gamey.
How dare
I've
you?
heard
I'm
it's like-
offended.
You're offended.
You wouldn't eat
I've heard-
any of the
Why?
food
You're a
I would
bird.
prepare unless it was human. Understood. All right.
I mean, hey, look, I have heard that it's like pork. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
It's
I thought
because
everything was like chicken.
it's because it's a leaner meat and
Daniel Dark said, "Probably just eating the scribe we didn't save."
Oh yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing was
Um,
moat. Ew.
It
the-
got eaten by piranhas.
So we're eating the piranhas.
The meat is human. Actually, wait, no, nobody succeeded. No, you guys don't know what the meat is.
You bite into the
well-
meat and it's like gray globs in the middle.
Sorry,
Try the
what's
great
the,
stuff. It's delicious.
What would the check be for that? For
Investigation,
identifying-
survival, or insight.
Okay. You said what, survival or insight?
investigation.
survival, or insight.
Okay.
Daniel declines this meal. It isn't poison, at least.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have I'll go ahead and roll survival
Okay.
just cause.
Daniel,
Alright,
there is a
so-
snail on your plate that's like, eat me.
It's no.
Yeah, and it like
Um,
rubs
Still
itself
alive?
around in the sauce. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a wrath to re-roll just because I feel like it would be funny to have Bert know. Alright.
Daniel Dark said, "Daniel just looks at the snail. The hell is
Okay,
this
so-
creature?"
That is
believe that's an odd
5
roll.
successes.
With 5 successes, you can successfully determine that it is not human. You're not sure what kind of animal it's from. I'll say that you have 1 shift.
Glory.
Okay?
My only question was if it was human or not. I don't give a
All right.
shit.
But that might bring up more questions.
It might bring out more questions.
Don't worry, guys. It's not human. Continues eating.
I will say that all of the meat that is brought out, there are no bones.
Wait,
Wait.
Now
what?
he's interested because there's no bones.
I don't know.
Daniel
I
Dark
like.
said, "What can glory be uses for?"
So, glory basically gives you an extra dice when you roll on something.
And what can wraith be used for?
Wraith can be used to drain life essence. But Wrath can be used to re-roll any number of dice when you make a check. But you have to use your Wrath before you use your Glory. Otherwise, you can just give yourself a billion dice and then re-roll all of it. So you have to use Wrath and then Glory. Almost like the game system. Wrath and Glory.
What's
That's
the
it.
inspiration for?
Re-roll 1 dice, but it works on critical. So like Wrath
Oh,
dice.
critical fail.
Yeah. You can get rid of complications using inspiration.
Okay.
But also, if you just
Couldn't
don't want to
one
spend a
change
wrath
the
dice to
scene?
reroll one
Like
dice.
how I used one to save myself from being stabbed to death.
Oh, yes. Wrath can also be used to make a narrative declaration to say something happens in the scene. And then glory can be spent to give yourself an item. Or something.
I'm gonna be right back.
So, like, if you wanted to save that one scribe, you could have used a wrath to be like, yeah, he floated to shore, and you can go save him, or
Daniel
something.
Dark said I use one to give myself more bread.
No, I refuse.
They give you human bread.
You've consumed all the bread that exists for this session.
I used 10.
Nope. But
11.
this isn't. We're
This
not
isn't Bread
bartering here.
Simulator.
He's gonna spend 18 wrath to get
If-
1 piece of bread.
As
If
you
you want
guys
bread,
are
you have to
enjoying
go-
your meal,
Only got 11.
Belladonna, you are also partaking in this meal, correct?
She said she would be back.
Gosh dang it. Okay. Are you guys doing anything? I don't want to go forward without her here. Just because I want
Yeah,
everyone
my-
here.
I was wanting to know if she was.
Daniel Dark
Eaten
said
too.
Daniel just stands there.
So you're not sitting?
Nope.
Alright. Give me an awareness check.
Too comfortable.
Rolling bones.
I want to use one on this roll.
Okay, well, first off, go ahead and roll the dice and then decide if you need it.
Oof.
So that's a complication. How many glory do you want to spend on this?
What's happening?
He's making an awareness
6.
skill check. Do you want to spend any wrath to re-roll those dice before you add glory, or do you just want to add glory? So you could spend 1 wrath to re-roll 4 dice if you want to before you add glory.
Daniel Dark said I will use that wraith.
Okay. Go ahead and spend a wrath to re-roll to. So go ahead and roll the
I
46
hate
again.
autocorrect.
Wrath is a word. What is it?
So go ahead and roll. So you do still have the complication, but let's see what happens here. Ah, a double complication, our first one. Okay. So you got 1 success out of that. Do you want to spend any glory now?
Both eyes fall out.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I will use 5.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 5d6.
By the way, what's happening is Daniel decided not to sit at the table and is rolling an awareness check now.
Yeah.
Of
Good.
course.
Because he's the only one not eating.
If
I'm
I
allowing
get
him
other
to.
fucking one.
Oh, hello
Just-
everybody.
Hello.
Okay, sorry, my mic did a thing.
They
They're
tend
good.
to do that, yes.
A triple complication!
Wait, what?
Yeah!
Dude, honestly, just like stop at this point. Like, just give.
I'm glad I
it's-
got the popcorn out.
Nah,
Dog, it's time,
quadruple
it's
down.
time.
Quadruple down. I don't know
told
if
you
you can-
Dude, this is the worst case in existence. Fucking just stop doubling down, bro. Do not let it ride.
Okay,
Do not
okay.
pass go,
Always double
please.
Daniel, you are the only one that notices that some of the other servitors that have been taking care of the garden and picking up messes and whatnot have been giving you guys glances. And it's been like a little bit suspicious, but maybe they're just kind of curious because you're new people. And then you start to see that some of them are like sneaking up, and they've got like clipping shears, and some of them have like small little chainsaws for like trimming hedges, and like all these little tools and sharp implements. And you realize that your party's about to be attacked, and you realize this because you get stabbed in the back first. So I'm gonna say that you failed on all of your checks, but you did technically succeed because
Daniel Dark
you
said,
get
I
stabbed.
fucking knew it.
We've never had a triple failure before, so I gotta do something. But we will start next session with combat, with you being impaled, and that's where we'll end tonight's session.